Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. We are back in Hold My Nuggets Studios for the third and potentially penultimate game in the 2026 NBA Finals. For the first time in the 21st century, the New York Knicks host a NBA Finals game against their adversary, the San Antonio Spurs, in your 2026 NBA Finals Game 3 live highlight commentary. What's going on, y'all? How is it going? Good evening, 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 good evening. Oh, there's gonna be a doozy. It's orange and blue skies outside for the native New Yorkers as the San Antonio Spurs and New York Knicks do battle in Game 3. It will be an absolute doozy. Let's get it. Who's coming out on top? Knicks, Spurs, Game 3. Let's go. Pablo in the building. What's going on? Dan Housen is there, is he? He might be there in spirit. I don't know if he's there legitimately. Somebody keep me posted. Let me know what's going to transpire. First opening possession. Here comes De'Aaron Fox. Kick over to Wembanyama. He 110% travel. Tries to pass it inside. Nobody there. Castle to the outside. De'Aaron Fox wide open three. It's a brick rebound. Josh Hart. Here comes the Knicks. He was on SportsCenter. Well, there it is. Jalen Brunson inside, pull-up jumper, can't get it to fall, rebound Wemby. Here comes the abnormal Titan back the other way. Oh, by the way, I did the application for Streamers University, so after you guys let me know, the resident Hobbit Adonis actually sent me a link. Turns out they started receiving applications as early as today, so I sent one in. I recorded a video, literally press record once I got done with the stream, send that sumbitch in, and we shall see what will transpire. Willpower, what's going on? We'll go down the list, say hello to the people in the building. First and foremost, EDR, Maine, what's going on? Gab, Jay, Triggy, Trey, Thanos was right, Bailey, what's going on? Dominique, Darth Ryan, Virgo Kid, Nilla, Red, Space Ghost, Ravens, D-Lo, what's happening? Pablo, J-Dubs, Mr. Solo, Wembanyama, the first basket of the day comes by way of an alley-oop as the Spurs take a 2-0 lead here a minute and a half into this game. You gonna learn today, said, yeah, Spurs need to bounce back. They better hope they can. Bailey put 2 on it, said put 5 on the Spurs winning and over 216 and a half total points. Mikroshev 94 put 2 on, said, yeah, who has a link to the game? Well, you know, there's always piracy that just so happens to be, oh, Jesus Christ, Wembanyama inside with the dunk. It's a 4-0 lead. Emotions is incredibly high in New York. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jalen Brunson just lost the basketball. Josh Hart inside, pass over to Obi. Oh, what the fuck? Obi gives it to Josh Hart. Are they afraid to shoot in front of the abnormal Titan? Beautiful block right there from Wembanyama. Back the other way, here comes San Antonio. Stephon Castle, kick over to Fox. Fox on the drive inside. Oh, he nearly picked up his dribble and travel. Vassell with the 3. That's a 7-0 lead. Hey, you might want to consider a timeout now. You might want to consider a timeout now. New York not really playing very good basketball thus far. New York not playing very good basketball thus far. They gotta calm their asses down. Wide open, Josh Hart. Yo, this man didn't even pay you no mind. Hey, Josh Hart, listen. On that possession, they defended you like it was the Eastern Conference Final, and it was the Cleveland Cavaliers I was in front of you. Wembanyama looked you off. Mans was standing on the blocks. You were all alone. This might be one of them games you need to see Josh Hart show up and show out. This might be one of them games you need Josh Hart to show up and show out. He's contributed literally nothing, points perspective, nothing on offense. Didn't have to, right? This might be the game in which he's got to wake up. You need a Josh Hart game this game. You're going to need a Josh Hart game this game. If they're going to leave you all alone like that, you're going to need to show up. Mikal Bridges showed up big time in game 2. He showed up. right? Josh Hart, this is your offensive opportunity. You're going to need to show up because if they're going to guard you like that, I promise you, you have an opportunity to go for a 26-point game like you did in the conference finals. You'll have another opportunity. That man better wake the fuck up now. I know he has those rebounds and hustle and steals and things of that nature. Sometimes you got to be able to go and get a bucket. Sometimes you got to go out there and go get a bucket. Knicks cut the deficit down to 4 here, 9-5 game. De'Aaron Fox is going to get fouled by Bridges. Yeah, those who need a link, I just dropped something there in the chat if you guys need a link. Maybe I need a link. Super Ninja said, can you get a live clock so you can sync? I mean, right now, I'm a little bit behind the live broadcast because I'm watching on ESPN Plus. So since I'm watching on ESPN Plus, it's 8:52. Shamit just checked in. Bridges is walking out, and the inbound is coming in 3, 2, 1. De'Aaron Fox has the ball at the top of the key, just went out of bounds. It's going to be Knicks basketball. So let me give you a more accurate one. Here's the ball handed off to Shamit. Inbound coming in 3, 2, 1. Brunson just touched the basketball. That's where we are right now. So if you want to sync with where I'm at, I know I'm a little bit behind, but that's where I'm at right now. Oh, that's offensive foul on Brunson. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is Brunson doing? Why the hell would you run over Castle like that? You didn't even need to do that. That's unnecessary fouls, bro. Unnecessary foul. You can't pick up offensive fouls away from the basketball, bro. What are you doing? First off, imagine the amount of money that people spent to be able to go to this game. Now, albeit that being said, you know, average ticket price being about $7,500 and game 4, the cheapest price that we saw earlier on the stream for WWE. We were checking for the prices for game 4 because I may potentially go to the game. Fuck that. $9,000 was the cheapest ticket. I'll spend my bread at the World Cup. I'll spend the remainder of my bread towards going to the Brazil versus Haiti game out in Philadelphia. I'll do that before I go in a fucking game 4, go pop out and spend $9,000 for a team I'm not a fan. But mind you, I went to the Eastern Conference semis 3 years ago with my father. Actually, I could probably pull up the video, unless, of course, you know, the privacy screen does me no favors. But I went to Miami versus New York in the Garden. I think that ticket probably cost me like $400 some a piece. Albeit it's the NBA Finals, so you could expect a markup in the price. But Jesus Christ, upmarking the price by $8,500. Shamit wide open. It's a brick. Good hustle there from OG. Not able to go and get the rebound. Let me go to 2023 because it was on the Heat Finals run. Wembanyama not going to take the three-pointer. Instead, it's going to be Castle. Castle got it. It's a 14-5 game. 9-point lead here for San Antonio, but keep in mind, do not blink. Under no circumstance should you be concerned if you happen to see a double-digit lead here from San Antonio because we've seen them blow it on one occasion there in game 1. Game 2, they really didn't stand a chance. They did erase a double-digit deficit, but did it work out in the end? Absolutely not. 2023, June. Oh, no, this is in the NBA Finals when I went to Miami to go see them play against Denver. This should be the conference final in New York with my father here. So obviously you can't really see, but this was in the conference finals with my father because the fucking screen for my S21 has that privacy joint, so it's kind of difficult to be able to get it. And for whatever reason, I can't figure out how to, you know, take it off. But that was me and my dad at the game in 2023. And that cost like fucking $400, $500 to get in there. Now imagine your nosebleed seats $9,000. Go fuck yourself. When I could sit second row for $1,000 at the World Cup, bro, I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that. But all right, Knicks trailing right now by 8. Here comes San Antonio. By the way, a couple of conversations I want to have with you guys as we're watching the game here, as it's a 10-point lead right now for San Antonio. A couple of people were trying to pull my New York card because I'm not a fan of bad hoops as long as it's the hometown team that benefits from it. Yeah, I know how I operate. Listen, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm a Miami Heat fan. But before I'm a fan of individual team, I'm a fan of the game first. I'm not going to sit around here and turn a blind eye. There you go, Josh Hart, another 3. I ain't going to turn a blind eye to bad football and bad hoops solely because it benefits the team that I may be cheering for or benefits the squad, you know, that everybody happens to be, you know, favoring. I think that's dumb as hell. I think that's dumb as hell. You gotta be, you gotta appreciate the ethical hoops, if you will, to a degree. Obviously, you don't want to do too much. Oh man, that dude traveled over there on the game on the game-winning shot, and it went in, and you won the championship. I guess it's defunct Mickey Mouse. I ain't gonna be that person. All right, but you gotta acknowledge when there's bad hoops that take place, bro. You gotta acknowledge when there's bad hoops that take place. Rob says bandwagon, not me. I'm not that. I'm all on. I'm 110% on Miami Heat, Pittsburgh Steelers. There has never been a scenario in which you've seen me come out here and be a fanatic for another squad. That is not the situation. I just so happen to be a hometown New Yorker. I actually predicted that the Spurs would win this championship in 7. I said I would like to see the Knicks win, but I 110% predicted it would be the Spurs that win in 7. That does not change. That does not change. And this is well documented, might I add, throughout the course of YouTube. The beautiful thing about me is anything that I mess around and say that I said, you could always go back and check it. So it is not difficult to be able to identify and fact check what the fuck I got to say. All right, it seemed like they got the stars out here for obvious reasons. New York Knicks trailing by 10. High point man Victor Wembanyama with 9. He's perfect from the floor with an and 1, 4 of 4 from the floor, and shot a free throw as well. Spaceman said, you're here for the history and the storylines. Yes, indeed. And mind you, I've already said on the record, New York mess around and get themselves a W. I am outside for the parade. I will be streaming the entirety of the parade outside. I know there's a lot of content creators who happen to be a bit of hype beasts, if you will, clout chasers to a degree, but ultimately the game is clout in content, creation, so I understand it. The member of AMP, no, the Clover Boys guy, the skinny guy, he's a LeBron James fan. James. What the fuck's his first name? Oh my God, what the hell's his first name? Jesus Christ. Somebody help me here. The skinny guy. He got braids. Jesus Christ. Oh boy, I'm fucking pulling a blank. He's in the yes, Talil. That's his name. Talil. Yeah, he was outside streaming in New York. Evidently he was wearing a custom New York Knicks LeBron James jersey, which I thought was funny. Now, albeit I believe he's a New Yorker, right? He's a New Yorker, so. As long as he goes out there like, hey, he's a New Yorker, so he's happy for the city, and he's not claiming to be a Knicks fan, cool. But if you happen to be, trying to jack that you a Knicks fan when public that you're not, I think that's kind of corny, if you will. But ultimately, hey, brother got motion. So whether he clout chasing or not, homie getting viewership, and folks is popping out for him. So it really don't matter what the fuck we got to say. Dwayne put 5 on said, you really like to see Sasha Banks do the splits? Well, luckily there's a location you can find that. Faking it for clicks? Well, it's working. Because he's got a ton of things that I saw come across my desk over on Twitter that's been going crazy viral. So, works out in his favor. And it's not going to be a situation where you got to have like high level of tribalism where folks don't come around and check you. I don't think it's that serious. Because I think for all native New Yorkers, watching how the city is reacting, unless of course you happen to be a Nets fan, Peyton, of course, Nets fans, then you can ultimately be on hate watch. Or if you happen to hate the Knicks, you could be on hate watch. I by no estimation am a Knicks fan. But if they happen to go and get a W, bro, this is 50 years in the making. I'm not gonna be over, man, fuck you. As a Heat fan, I have my apprehension towards the Knicks because in my late 90s, before I was a Heat fan, and then 2000 came and I became a Heat fan, the history of the Heat and the Knicks, I inherited that. But over the course of the last 25 some years, do I have animosity for them? No. I didn't. The Pat Riley and the Pat Riley leaving from the Knicks, coming over to the Heat, battling with the Knicks in the late 90s, bro, it's long gone, bro. Those players have all retired. It's been one-sided in my experience, so I don't got no heat for them, son. So as far as I'm concerned, no pun intended, they go and they win, hey, that's no sweat off my back. I ain't gonna be outside, we did it. I ain't gonna be that person. But I'll sit around, I'll enjoy the festivities. Hey, they giving out drinks. Hey, New York. Oh, you a Heat fan? No, you a Heat? Yeah. You a Knicks fan? Nah, but New York. DJ, he's a Knicks fan, but he loves LeBron. I don't believe it. Agile Nate said, found me via Instagram. Just want to say I love your content. Keep it up. Wish you the best. Much love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Rob said, hot take. Knicks are the quintessential NYC team, not the Yankees. Oh, well, I'm going to step out of bounds. Here's the thing. Baseball has lost its allure in the big four of national sports. The Yankees dominated the 20th century. 21st century, you have 2000, 2009, that's it. The Knicks have kept their ability to have a chokehold on the city as basketball has continued to rise up the ranks, right? So because that's the case, and they were god-awful, but you still have the high-profile celebrities, and it's fucking New York and New York media. Knicks have still remained in that area, and especially when the Knicks are good and the Yankees are good, it's a little bit louder for the Knicks because basketball is a louder sport than baseball is. And there's more personality in basketball than you have in baseball. So it's a little bit different. And no disrespect to the Nets, but in the case of basketball, New York's only team really was the Knicks. The Nets were New Jersey. 21-11 is the lead right now. Wembanyama inside. Oh, damn, he lost the basketball. No foul call. Jalen Brunson, fast break. Slow it down. They got numbers. Good pass inside the OG. Spin move. Got the dunk. There you go. Good basket right there from New York, but you got to defend on the other end of the floor. I know the finance bros going crazy with the amount of bread that they spent to come to this doggone game. Dwayne for 5 said it turns into that episode of SpongeBob where the jellyfish burnt down the whole entire town. New York win the championship. You know damn well they're going to be going crazy. Vassell with a 3. Wide open. Vassell with the 3. It's an 11-point lead right now for New York. Pardon me, for San Antonio. Sorry. All right, well, damn, Spike Lee damn near jumped onto the damn court. Son got to sit his ass down. Somebody better tell that man sit his dumb ass down. J Nation said the Adonis signal shining over NYC right now for a vid over that streamer getting cheeks clapped. They said they should have called a flagrant 1. Oh, wow. Yeah. They just got away with it. Streamer getting cheated on by his girl sleeping with her cousin. Wait, it's a streamer? Oh, my. I thought it was just a regular, folk. They didn't mention it was a streamer. Jeez Louise, man. Hart tries another 3. No good. It goes over the fucking basket. Terrible brick right there. True or false? NY since 73 hasn't been the mecca of basketball. I disagree. I think I think NY still kind of maintained that allure entering into the 2000s and then lost it. I think they maintained that going into the 2000s and lost it because it was still here in the 90s. And the 80s. Because remember, it's more than just the NBA in and of itself. Carl Towns able to go and get a floater. Pardon me, not Carl Towns. Big Zest, loose wrist, Big Purr with the floater, gets it to fall here. Knicks cut the deficit down to 9. Here comes the dynamic rookie. Harper with the jumper, no good. Rebound, Josh Hart, time to push. Well, it's kind of 3-man weave here. Hart's going to go by himself. Went right at the chest of Harper. Whoa, what the hell was that from Luke Cornett? What the hell? Hold on. Oh, we got some feistiness going on over here. Hold on. Josh Hart went right up Dylan Harper's chest. And then apparently Cornette done dropped mans to the ground. I want to see if it was actually an extended arm push. Hart got the basket. Oh, no. Yeah. Cornette ain't do nothing. That's incidental contact. Yeah, that's incidental contact. Cornette ain't do nothing. He ain't mean that. he ain't mean that. That man was standing at the bowl and got and Hart just so happened to be falling at the wrong area. Cornette ain't do nothing. VC, what's good? Yeah, Carl Anthony Towns, big zest, loose wrist, Big Purr. Carl Anthony Town, after all that, on the floater, got it to fall there. Big Zest with the basket. Unity is strength, but 5-on-7. The Knicks win. New York Zoe shall coupe tête boule kaya. Coupe tête boule kaya. We don't care. Indeed. We're going to be having ourselves a good time. I'm looking forward to it. My Creole is straight up Kringlish and ass. Yeah, they about to have a good time out here. They about to have a good time out here. How much is my suit budget? My suit budget? I mean, it ranges anywhere between, let's say, some $400 to $800 some dollars.
Shima 666 is now following.
Grab. When did NYC peak as a city? You'd say late 90s, before I was alive. I think the 80s and the 90s, you couldn't beat New York. 2000s was post 9/11. It took some time to go and recover. I think around like 2004, 5. Well, no, not even 4. 2005 maybe to 2013. Shit, I'll even add some of my years in there. 2005 to 2016 really was your best bet. Because post-pandemic, it ain't the same. Post-pandemic, it ain't the same. But 80s, 90s, New York, you couldn't touch it. That was when the unks and aunties of when I was a kid growing up and what they, told me what it was like. You couldn't beat 80s and 90s. You couldn't beat it. BC for 5 wants to hope I've been doing well, brother. 2 more wins and New York goes into a state of emergency. Sending love always from Mr. and Mrs. Veal. Yes, indeed. I appreciate you, family. Much love. And again, hopefully all things are well. I appreciate you inviting me out there to the wedding. We having a good time. King said he only buys the upper half of his suit. What you mean? Upper half of my suit's where? You think I ain't got the damn pants on? You think I'm out here? I ain't gonna show no damn cheeks. Y'all motherfuckers. Wow. You think folks go and buy suits and don't got no damn bottoms? You think I'm one of them motherfuckers who be putting on a whole thing on top and just be wearing underwear? The fuck? We full suited up this motherfucker. I ain't got no shoes on because I'm inside my crib. Who the hell gonna go outside just buy a goddamn, let me go buy some vests. Cause I'll go live from time to time, or maybe buy the son bitch and go bring it back. With a belt. The fuck I'm wearing a belt in my house for? And I'm a side tab guy, albeit I should say this has the belt loops, but I'll never wear a belt. I'm definitely Winnie the Pooh sometimes. I don't know who told you that. Oh, maybe when I go to sleep. But how'd you get that information? One way or another. One way or another. It's a 24-17 point lead right now for the San Antonio Spurs. I have a spiked iced tea. I'll probably have consume this at one point in the second half because I don't need no form of fatigue that happened to catch me in the first quarter. Vassell done missed the free throw. I believe they called a technical foul on Josh Hart. Was it a tech that they called on Josh Hart? Yeah, they called the tech. I don't know if they actually... Did they say that the tech was on Josh? Yeah, they called it. Yeah, the tech was on Josh Hart. Harper, wide open, corner 3, no good. Cornet minutes right now for San Antonio. Shamit pulls up for 3. It's a brick. Lakeisha DeBruce said Chiseled Adonis is gay. Why don't you take a look at my sex tape that I have with your mother over here? Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see if I can. I'll show you how gay I am as I'm stroking inside of the woman who happened to push you out of her vaginal canal when it was time for you to be, birthed. I wonder if I was homosexual while I had your mother's biting the damn, the bed sheets. While her mouth had the pillow inside her mouth. She was struggling to breathe. The eyes had all kinds of tears coming out from satisfaction. Was I homosexual then? All right. 26-17 is the lead. I'm gonna pull it up. Don't worry, I'm gonna pull it up. I just don't want to get blocked. You know, I just passed 1 million subscribers, something that your bitch ass can never do. You know, something your bitch ass can never do. Let's not talk some shit over here. We don't need to talk no shit over here. All right, you want to levy allegations. You think because it's June, all of a sudden, motherfuckers gonna be out here coming out the club? That's not the situation. All right. You better check your reference. Angela in the building for 2 on it. Say, hey, yo, Chiseled checking in. Go Spurs. We shall see what's going to transpire. Jalen got 5 points thus far. It's a 9-point deficit right now for San Antonio. Cornet, top of the key. Oh, beautiful pass inside. Get stuffed. Big time dunk right there from Dylan Harper over OG. New York back down by 11. Oh, my God. Mitchell Robinson wasn't even looking at the fucking basketball. Here comes Johnson all the way. Can't get it to go. Don't be a burger. Here we go. Yo, slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Y'all way too hot, bro. New York way too hot. Bro, take your time. OG, beautiful move inside, though. He's going to go to the line. He's going to go to the line. Johnny, what's good? First time chat. I appreciate you. What's going on?
Is now following.
Johnny said, I'm your favorite commentator. Why, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jay, what you talking about? Son said everybody gave some once in a while. You suck some balls for $2. Sir, hey, first off, that's a violation. Where my whistle at? Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, that's a violation. That's an ejection. What part of the game is this? We talking about everybody. Who's everybody? Who's we? Who's us? You speak for yourself, sir. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's your business. But one way or another, sir, I don't know about all that. Talk about some everybody. Yeah, you talking for yourself. The fuck you talking about? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's a violation, sir. The Leroy Jenkins. What's going on? Hey, Leroy. Been a while, brother. How you been? Hopefully all is well. Just now joining, saw Wemby foul that didn't get called. And, of course, Tony Brothers is referencing. You know, he might as well be, you know, Scott Foster, the extender out here. Wembanyama, top of the key, kick over to Champagne. Wembanyama, one-on-one with Mitch Robinson. Back over to Champagne. Tries a three, got it. The New York native putting in a jumper, wide open, NBA Finals, hometown, 12-point lead for San Antonio. 1 minute left to go. San Antonio shooting 64% from the field right now. Here comes Jalen Brunson back the other way, looking to respond. Wemby coming over for some help defense. See, the problem right now, every time you have the Mitch Robinson minutes, you know he's somewhat of a liability on offense because all he is pretty much just a block of ice in a locate. Damn, Champagne with great defense, able to go and deny Robinson, and now it's going to be out of boots with 2.5 left to go. That's a terrible fucking possession right there for the Knicks, bro. All it was Jalen Brunson ISO trying to go and beat Harper. Somebody's got to move around. Remember what I was saying game 1, game 2? Make Shamet cut. When Shamet cuts and finds somewhere open to get the basketball, he makes something happen. Robinson's going to go to the line, but this is pretty much a win for the Spurs here. You send him to the line, that man can't make no damn free throws to save his life. I don't give a damn if you got a fractured pinky or not. Bro, you in the NBA, you've been playing this game, I'll say for at least half your life, if not half your life. To make it to the league, you've been playing the game at least over 6, 7 some years. You know, you can't tell me you can't hit free throws. You've been playing basketball for how long? About how many years?
6, 7.
I said how many years?
6, 7.
One more time.
6, 7.
Robinson trying a free throw here. Jesus Christ, son. He got it. Off the roll, got it to fall. Robinson putting in a free throw here. There's a basket for Mitchell Robinson. Knox Fallen said, are we getting a video on the cousin fucker with the Tristan? I literally found this information out today, so I'm going to have to look into it. Could take a couple of days, but I'll look into it. Robinson couldn't make both. And 42 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Here comes De'Aaron Fox walking the ball up the court. Pick coming from Wemby. Wemby's going to try a three. No good. Rebound, OG. Take your time. You got to take it a half-court defense here. Jalen Brunson back the other way. McBride and Shamet going to have to cut. They're going to need to move around. Come set one, set a pick. There's the flare. Somebody got to go cut back door. Mitchell Robinson should move towards the middle of the floor. Shamet should be able to come open here if he rolls around. Instead, they're going to try. Oh, well, that's a terrible possession. That's not a good look for Jalen Brunson. 4 seconds remaining. Wemby's going to take the shot. Wemby's 100% going to take the shot. He's going to the court. Oh, damn, he lost the basketball. Wemby just straight up lost the basketball. He's not going to get a foul call there, and there shouldn't have been a foul call that would have came there. And the Knicks are going to go into the end of the first quarter trailing by 11. San Antonio, very good basketball to end the first quarter. Very good basketball to end the first quarter. 14 of 23, 61% from the field, 4 of 7 from three. They're shooting 57% from the three-point line. Meanwhile, New York is 2 of 8, 42% from the field. They've missed more shots than they've made, might I add. Also, from the line, San Antonio's 1 of 3, New York 4 of 6. New York currently is being out-rebounded by 2. They're being out-assisted by 8. That's going to be a problem. Fast break points, the advantage at the moment, fast break points goes to New York 4-0, but they're getting outscored in the paint 16-12. The Spurs have led the entire game with the exception of the game being tied, but the Spurs have led the entire game. New York is yet to have the lead. But remember, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. New York has dominated in the second and third quarter all series long. All series long. Edgar said, you're 6'1", 6'2", 195 pounds. If you played basketball, what position point guard? Would you be best suited for point guard? Maybe forward or guard, you're nowhere near forward. Unless you're playing in a church league, you're nowhere near forward. Given that the Garden is nearly 60, would the Knicks and Rangers ever demand a new arena for increased revenue and amenities? No, I don't think the city of New York would accept it. Another stadium, folks ain't the taxes that folks is already paying is already higher than giraffe pussy. You think, oh yo, we about to have another stadium come in? Yeah, so we're gonna have the people fund it? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Only way something like that were to happen is if the developers, not even developers, the owner of the stadium finances the entire thing themselves. That's the only way. That's literally the only way. But the Garden's not going to go anywhere, and it just makes sense that they would be able to play there. You know, both of the squads play there. It wouldn't happen. Yeah, they would just do renovations. There's no scenario in which they'd build another stadium. It's not happening. Because in Manhattan, where would you put it? The Garden is the most convenient stadium to be able to make to. In New York City, it's the most convenient. You know how many trains stop by Penn Station? And then even if you ain't going to Penn Station, you can make it to Times Square. Union Square is about like a 20 block, walk from Union Square or whatever. But there's so many locations you can make it to the Garden. It's smack dab right in the middle, in the heart of Manhattan. You can make it there from any borough. Staten Island, y'all don't count. But ain't no way. Put it in Jersey, pack them up. Ain't no way. MSG literally smells like pee, bro. No, it's not MSG. It's around MSG because you also got to remember the homeless, there's a different distinction for those who aren't from New York. When you reference homeless, we're primarily referencing the bums. Obviously, there are individuals who happen to just be without a home because that's all that homeless is. You live inside of your car, you homeless. But you're not like the bums that are in New York. We got bums and we got homeless. The problem is they're also homeless. So you reference them as homeless rather than just bums because there are some, housed bums, right? But in order to have the understanding of when you say homeless, we mean the bums, right? It's the bums that be stanking the place up. There's a funk that happens to be around the city. It's because of those that percentage of homeless, Alvarado with the runner gets it to fall. Because there's folks who go through some hard times, they're able to go and bounce back. But we talking solely about the bums, all right? We talking solely about the bums. It's a little bit of a difference. New York City bums is a little bit different than bums everywhere else, all right? New York City bums is proud to be bums. Proud to be bums. I fell on some hard times. Cool, this is my life now. We struggling. I'm going to make sure everybody else's life, they struggling too. We bums. We loves this shit. That's the bums in New York. Wrap around pass. Alvarado should have got rid of that basketball early. He's in trouble right now in the corner. Alvarado one-on-one with Castle. What the hell was that? Somebody got to put a shot up. Shaman just got blocked. What a block from Bryant. What a block from Bryant there. All three of the dynamic rookies in the game right now? No, I don't think so. Bryant going to have to kick that back out to Wembanyama. On the floor for San Antonio, Wemby, Fox, Champagne, Castle, and Bryant. Meanwhile, for the Knicks, it's McBride, Shamet, Towns, Alvarado, and OG. Hey, Karl Anthony Towns got to get going right now. Karl Anthony Towns has to get going right now. OG, swing over to McBride. McBride's not going to take the shot. Hey, why are you at the top of the key? The fuck is Karl Anthony Towns doing? He just got fouled by Castle. Bad foul right there from Castle. Pushed the shit out of Karl Anthony Towns. Why is Karl Anthony Towns at the top of the key, bro? Why is he at the top of the key and you got Stephon Castle on you? If you got Wembanyama, for whatever reason, guarding McBride, why the fuck is Karl Anthony Towns at the top of the key? I know he can shoot, but bro, that's a mismatch. Get your ass into the low post. What you doing? His game in game 2, shit, you could even say in game 1, that third quarter in game 1, game 3, game 2, sorry, the third quarter from Mikal Bridges, that showed up big time as well. Somebody better tell to Karl Towns to get low on the blocks, bro. Because his presence in the low post had really ignited this damn squad. There you go, one-on-one with Bryant. Come on, Towns, time to go to work. Time to go to work, Towns. You got to give that ball over to OG. OG tries a 3. He gets fouled, and he's going to the line. Stephon Castle picked up 2 terrible fouls just now. Oh, pardon me. He only got 1 foul. I guess they didn't call the other one on. I think they called it on Bryant. Yeah, they called the other foul on Bryant. Yeah, that's a foul by Castle. He put his hand on him.
Congratulations! Oh.
DJ Rusty said, you hate ads. You got to support the homie. I appreciate you. Walking to MSG was so convenient and easy indeed.
Rusty10 just resubscribed for 2 months. I hate ads and I got to support the homie.
I appreciate you. Cole Erex said you was at NY for when Raw was back in was there in March. I was there as well. And you bought tickets, but your girl said no and made you watch it in a hotel room with her and your kid because of people. Wait, you bought tickets, but then your girl said no. So did you sell the tickets, or you just ate the fact that you bought the tickets and you couldn't go to the show? And you would have to go a little bit into detail as to why, because I can understand it could be a little bit of a raunchy environment. Well, not so much raunchy, but more of a ruckus, because folks be like pushing and doing the most there. But I'm curious as to, was this her first time, going to the Garden, something of that nature? Because that's wild. Because I know them tickets was not cheap to go and acquire. So I would hope you didn't have to eat, the buying the damn ticket and not going to the show. Because I ain't gonna hold you, no disrespect whatsoever. Couldn't have been me. I bought them tickets. I'm going to the show. I'm going to the show. Y'all gonna have to suck it up. We gonna sit around. You're gonna be upset, but we gonna be inside at the show. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Gotcha, bitch. Tiger is now following.
Matt said, just a random question. Since you gotten your plaque for reaching 1 million, if you dip below 1 million subscribers because people unsubscribe and then you reach 1 million again, do you get another plaque? No, I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's how it works. Because they have to verify and confirm, the status of the channel. So if you were to go down and then go back up, if they saw you already ordered one, they're not going to send you another one. At least not complimentary. Maybe you can buy another one. All right. Here we go. It's a 9-point lead right now for San Antonio. New York really hasn't been able to do anything to try to pull away here. Karl Towns. Got to get rid of the ball. Alvarado. Yo, they're playing very accidental basketball right now. Yo, do something. Alvarado with a pull-up gets that to fall, and it's a foul on the floor. And it's a foul on the floor. Is that a foul on Bryant? Is that a foul on Bryant? Hey, the Knicks got to go at least 3 more minutes or so without any incidental, problems. Because remember, Mikal Bridges had to leave the game early due to foul trouble. So once he comes back in, we'll see what happens. Jordan Clarkson getting some minutes here as well. You're going to need to see him go out there and produce. He's a former sixth man of the year. Oh, Mikal Bridges came in now. Well, shit. All right, fuck it then. Fuck it then. Let's run with the risk. Colorex said, I hate the fact that you couldn't go to the show. Yeah, we didn't go, but it was understandable afterwards because someone in the line made her mad, uncomfortable, and was being weird about wrestling. Huh. Okay. But then there's multiple different locations to go and get into. You know what? I'm not even gonna try to make it make sense. You know what? If that was a better decision, fuck it. We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. But next time, if you happen to find yourself at the show, somebody make you uncomfortable, hey, just you can pull somebody up out of the ticketing agent, something like that, and then get that person escorted the fuck up out of there, or maybe just go. Obviously, if you was in line for a very long time, you don't want to have to get out of line to get back in line. But let somebody know it's New York. Somebody's gonna come in there and definitely step in. And especially if you can have somebody do it at your do it for you, because you don't want to risk your tickets and then you having an issue. If there's one thing that I know about New York, somebody's always willing to step in. There's a basket right there from Clarkson. It's a 7-point game. Here comes New York trying to build momentum. Castle wide open three, no good. Bryant just hit the deck. Here comes New York. They don't got numbers here. Slow it down, Alvarado. Don't do nothing stupid. Town sets the pick. Alvarado one-on-one with the dynamic rookie Bryant. Here comes Mikal Bridges. No, instead of giving him the ball, they're going to give it to Cat. That's a mismatch. That's a mismatch. Take advantage of him, Cat. Inside. Loose wrist. Big purr. Big zest. Got the basket. 5-point game. Here come the Knicks. Well, damn. Law and Order SVU front row. All right. Listen to the crowd. They screaming defense right now. Stephon Castle lost the basketball. Here we go. Out to Alvarado. Pardon me, OG. He's going to keep it wide open for three. Bang! Bang! New York cuts the deficit to 2. Here come the Knicks. Here comes the Knicks. New York 2 points away from regaining or I should say, taking the lead for the first time today. It's a green bean. It's a green bean. No Penguinator just yet. No Penguinator just yet. Stephon Castle not really playing the best basketball right now. But he is their leading scorer right now. Defensively, somewhat of a liability thus far, but nonetheless, we'll watch as things continue to move forward. He's only got 1 turnover thus far, but the man's a rookie, but I ain't going to cut him no break because you in the NBA Finals. You got to figure it out. New York going on a run right now. I believe they've outscored San Antonio 16-7 thus far in the quarter. They cut the deficit down to 2. Mikal Bridges had to leave the game in the first quarter due to foul trouble. Now he is back, and he is integral to the to the Knicks offense. So you need him out there as well. Jalen Brunson has given you a grand total of 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting. But it's OG with 12 points. He's 3 of 4 from the field. And it's been even distribution of the points here from New York thus far. If the Spurs lose tonight, it's wrap. Well, in the history of the NBA, only 0 teams have blown a 3-0 lead. So history is on the Knicks side and everybody's side who has a 3-0 series lead. There's been teams that have been able to go and push 7. I think about 12, some teams in NBA history have been able to go win 3 in a row after losing 3 and push for a game 7, but nobody has been able to overcome a 3-0 series lead. So it's the NBA Finals, so every game is do or die. But for San Antonio, it's a game that you cannot afford to lose. Because as Apollo Creed once said in Rocky, there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Jesse in the building, what's going on? Yeah, it's a slow start for New York. They started slow the entire series. If the Knicks win the chip, you taking off work the next day. I think work is gonna take off work. Gotcha, bitch. I think work is gonna take off work.
Gorgeous_gamer1089 is now
New
following.
York win the championship. Legitimately, I think they might have, and I say they because I'm not. Although I'm a New Yorker, I'm not a Knicks fan, but I'll be at the parade. New York will have probably the highest turnout for a championship parade in history. I think because New York City, massive. They'll probably be, there's 8 million, some people in the city. You might have a couple million. That's outside. It's gonna be outrageous. I'm gonna have to make my way to the fucking city, literally like early morning. Get out there if I'm gonna begin the process of like streaming, because maneuvering around the city is gonna be ridiculous. Yeah, the president is at the game as well. First ever sitting president to attend an NBA Finals game. Oh wow, they got a watch party out there at Central Park right now. Folks is going crazy at Central Park. You know, you had to be waiting forever to get there as well to make it to the front for that watch party as well. It is an 8-0 run right now for the Knicks.
Gotcha, bitch.
What was the saying that they were
Adonis is
saying
now
all
following.
day? Or I should say all weekend long? What was it? My mayor is Muslim, my bagels is Jewish. My Christian Dior. My Christians Dior, Nixon 4. Was that what it was? Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck DJ Khaled doing here. But you got money, you could just pull up. DJ Khaled's a Heat fan. Oh, wow. Wembanyama's jumper couldn't get it to fall. Alvarado. Pass out to Hart. Hart. Oh, you sometimes got to take that three. Bridges in the corner, still scoreless here. Hart switch over to Alvarado. Here we go. There we go. There you go. Carl Towns jumper. Ah, no good. Wembanyama gets the rebound here. Hey, Carl Anthony Towns gonna need to get himself a big time quarter. Oh, Castle inside. Good step through, Castle. Good layup. That's a good layup right there from Stephon Castle. Castle's got 13 points here. Alvarado, top of the key, swing over to Carl Towns. Oh, Alvarado got it. Oh, you got to take that shot right now. Ah, can't get it to fall. Offensive foul there on Harper. Is that which number of foul is that on Harper right now? I think that might be Harper's first. Yeah, that's his first foul. Oh, but damn, that's the 4th team foul on San Antonio. Jesus Christ. Wemby's MIA. Yeah, in the second quarter thus far, Wemby's MIA. First quarter, I'd say the first 8 minutes, Wemby was playing very good basketball. He's since disappeared for the most part. He's got to step into that scoring role. It's been now, I want to say, about some 8 minutes since we last felt the presence of Wemby. Carl Anthony Towns fucking bullying his way inside. Oh, he's hooking Cornette. He better be careful of that arm. He's better be careful of that arm. Carl Anthony Towns could have easily got called for a fucking foul going the other way. There's a miss. Come on, New York. You got a chance to take the lead right now. 6:30 on the clock. Here comes Jordan Clarkson, former 6-man of the year. He's going to drive. Oh, he can swing that ball back. You got to turn around. You got to have your head on a fucking swivel there, bro. Jesus Christ. Carl Anthony Towns is wide open at the top of the key. If Jordan Clarkson had some vision, you swing that sumbitch right behind you, because Stephon Castle was going and penetrating there on the defense as well. Carl Anthony Towns wide open for a three with an opportunity to go take the lead. Those are the situations where you got to take that shot. And it's a Luke Cornette minutes because Wembanyama's sitting down right now. It's Luke Cornette minutes. Oh, what the fuck was that, Josh Hart? What are you doing? Son, throw the ball into traffic for no reason. They leaving you open. Sometimes you got to go take that damn shot. All right, here we go. Castle one-on-one with Jalen Brunson. Oh, he's trying that bully ball again. Not going to work this time around. Harper, wide open three. Can't get it to fall. Ball out of boots. It's going to remain Spur basketball. 6 minutes left to play midway through the quarter. Has Clarkson won a championship? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Because when he was in Utah, no. What the fuck are you doing, Jordan Clarkson? Yeah, now Carl Anthony Towns got a foul. If Stephon Castle got the and one, Jordan Clarkson got to get subbed out, bro. Sub Jordan Clarkson out. The lights is too bright. The lights is too bright. Turn those lights off. Jordan Clarkson needs to sit down right now. Jordan Clarkson needs to sit down right now. Get Alvarado back in the game. Get Alvarado back in the game. Jordan Clarkson needs to sit down right now. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Sit that man down, bro. Sit that man down. You're going to step into the game with these goofy-ass neon green sneakers. They're going to sit Carl Anthony Towns instead? That was a mistake. That was a mistake.
CPT_Frosty is
OG's coming
now
back in the
following.
game. That's good, but New York is incredibly small right now. The only benefit that they have is the fact that this is Cornet minutes. The only benefit they have is that this is Cornet minutes. But New York is incredibly small right now. Jalen Brunson doesn't give a fuck, though. Way to get inside, get a layup to fall over Cornet. It's a 3-point game now. Harper back the other way. Oh, good finish by Harper. Great fucking finish by Harper. Hey, Mikal Bridges, you got to wake up offensively now. You got to show up. Jordan Clarkson, one-on-one. Oh, good layup inside from Jordan Clarkson. There you go. You got them neon green sneaker Ninja Turtle looking shits on. You better go out there and get yourself some buckets. Come on now. Stephon Castle driving inside again. And, oh my God, they should have called the foul there. That's an and one. And the refs ain't giving the call. It's going to be a timeout coming from New York. Castle's got 18 points. Castle's got 18 points. Bro, that man's playing fucking basketball out here, bro. Stephon Castle's playing basketball out here. Say what you want about the turnovers left and right. He got fouled by Hart. They didn't call it the first time. And then OG certainly fouled him right there. That should have been an and one. That should have been an and one. He has a legitimate gripe there. That should have been an and one. But here comes San Antonio, able to go and answer, and they maintain a 5-point lead. Hey, New York need to figure out what the fuck they're trying to do here offensively, because you bring in Brunson, that's all well and good, but their lineup that we last saw was Bridges, Brunson, Clarkson. I think it was who else was on the floor? OG, and they subbed Josh Hart. Very small lineup right there. Now, albeit it's Cornet minutes. It's Cornet minutes, but still, bro, you need a big there on the floor. I don't know why they took Karl Towns out. They should have. Oh, pardon me, big zest, loose wrist. Big purr. They should have left him on the court. They should have left him on the court. Raw Reality said, Hot High Rocks, go. Stay tuned. Video dropping them all. Cornet can't be this bad. No, I mean, he's not terrible. It's just Cornet minutes. You have a generational player in, Wembanyama, and then when he sits down, in comes Cornet. So this Cornet who comes in, it's like, it's Cornet minutes. It's like when Kelly Olynyk would come into the game for the Miami Heat couple of years ago. It was like, oh well, Bam went to the bench. We got Kelly Olynyk minutes. Rob said dollar slice isn't real pizza. I'd argue that. Real Mr. Bibb said you fall off your couch laughing if the Knicks sweep the Spurs after Danhausen removed the curse. Danhausen can now tell the Spurs you are cursed. Indeed. And it would further boost his stock because I saw he had also cursed. Was it Vegas or is it Carolina that's in the Stanley Cup Finals? He had cursed one of them and then they messed around and immediately lost. They immediately lost. 94 Rockets versus the 2012 Heat. Who wins the series? I think the Heat might have more firepower, but the problem is you can't fuck with Hakeem. Now, the Heat, I think, have better shooters across the board, but this is the 2012 Heat, not the 2013 Heat. So I think the 2012 Heat can mess around and be beat, but I'm a bit biased because I'm a Miami fan. So I'm probably going to lean with the Heat. But nobody's fucking with Hakeem, but he's going to have to go to the bench at one point. And I think they can certainly frustrate, a couple of guys on that squad, get them into foul trouble. Like, for example, water. This before Drexler got there, by the way. It's a 94 squad. I think the Heat can mess around and take advantage because they're not going to have an answer for Wade. They wouldn't be able to go and cancel him out. It's all John Stark's fault. It's hilarious. He should have showed up in that game 7. No, Hakeem 110% is going to give Bosh an issue. He's 100% going to give Bosh and Joel Anthony issues. But it's on the other end of the floor because you're going to have to defend You got to take that shot. Why are people so afraid of twos? Oh, wow. OG just throws up a three, gets that one to fall. It's a 2-point game. It's a 2-point game. Under 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Harper, layup. Oh, good defense by OG. What a block. What a block. Champagne, a brick. Josh Hart back the other way. Why would you pick up your dribbles, son? Come on. There's Brunson. He gonna try the three. He wants to lead. Bang! New York has their first lead today. New York has their first lead today. They were down by 12, and like we were talking about, it doesn't matter how well the Spurs start. They're gonna have to finish. Oh, Wembanyama afraid of the moment. Why the fuck didn't you take the shot? Instead, he's gonna take a step back three. He gets it this time around. Wembanyama gets his first three of the game. Wemby now has 9 points. No, pardon me, 12 points. He's now in double digits. Josh Hart, swing over to Jalen Brunson, top of the key here. 3:30 on the clock right now. Champagne, one-on-one with Brunson. Brunson throws up a floater, can't get it to go. Good rebound. Oh, no, it's going to, off by Hart. It's going to remain Spurs basketball here. 3:30 on the clock exactly. The Dragon said I think if you give Kenny Smith modern day green light to shoot threes, he definitely put up numbers. Yes. Kenny Smith was an absolute, spectacular shooter. And I know like they discredit a lot of guys from the 70s, the 80s, even the 90s who have, oh wow, what a beautiful alley-oop right there to Wemby, because it was a different game back then. It was a completely different game back then. Like there's some guys who they'd be magnificent 3-and-D guys in today's game. But it was just a different game back then. It was more, bigs than it was in this. What the fuck is OG doing? This man was over there playing Twister and shit. Wide open Harper for the three. No good. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Castle. Offensive foul on Castle. And down goes Brunson. Oh, Brunson's still on the ground. Brunson still on the ground here. Oh, they want to oh, wow. There's his father. I think they're going to review that to see what's going on. What transpired? There's Jalen Brunson. Yeah, he fell hard. He fell hard. I think he went over there trying to go and sell that. Not for nothing. I ain't gonna hold you. Not for nothing. I truly think that folks should practice taking a bump. Growing up a professional wrestling fan, I never traditionally took a bump, but I learned how to fall. I made sure to like watch how I would land in different sort of situations. I think basketball players, especially since they try to go and take charges, they should learn how to take a bump. Because he stood there, prepared himself for the contact. How the fuck do you still have your back hit the ground that hard? Even if you misinterpreted and under expected how hard you'd be hit, bro, you got to prepare yourself to be able to go and take that bump. Yup, no flagrant. No flagrant. Yeah, learn how to take a bump. Just fucking hit the damn mat. Sometimes you got to take a bump. I don't think that's a flagrant either. I don't think it's a flagrant either. Hello, Megan. Can you get a shout out, please? Begging you for a shout out. Hello there. He hit his fucking low back hard on the ground. Oh, they're going crazy, going refs, you suck. Me thinks not. But it's going to remain Knicks basketball, but they're in the bonus right now.
Gotcha, bitch.
Ertamo is now following.
DJ Khaled over here fucking swiping on Minder or something instead of paying attention to the game. They got some free throws here from Brunson. Put in one. Got another one coming right now. All right, here's Brunson again. Puts in both free throws here. 2:59 on the clock. Under 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Here comes San Antonio. On the floor, Vassell, Wimby, Harper, Castle, and Fox. Oh, big time steal. Oh, boy, Castle forgot how to play basketball, bro. Castle not paying attention. Josh Hart, easy layup. Got it. Tie game, 54 all. 54 all. Here come the Knicks. Tie it up once again. Josh Hart's got 10. Meanwhile, for the Knicks, it's pretty much the starting five. Yeah, it's a starting five on the floor. Hart, OG, Towns, Bridges, and Brunson. There's a jumper there from Fox. Open. Gets that one to fall. 2-point lead right now for San Antonio, but it's not going to mean shit if you can't guard nobody. OG, swing over to Hart. Hart, back over to Brunson. Brunson, oh, he's got to step on him. He's going to throw up a floater. No, he's going to kick it over to Hart. Hart over to OG. OG, step inside. He's not afraid of the moment. Why would Harper move out the way? Why would Harper move out the way? That man did not want to get posterized. Great dunk right there from OG. Great dunk right there from OG. Here we go. Castle inside to Wimby. Wimby with the spin. Can't get the jump. Oh, but they're going to call a foul on the floor. They're going to call a foul on the floor. Shit! I need it!
Ekm22 just subscribed.
Hey, Kim, I appreciate you subscribing with Prime. Much love. Yeah, OG ain't afraid of the moment. I don't know why the fuck Harper moved. He could have stayed down there, ate some contact for a possible charge. Free throw is good for Wembanyama. He's got 17 points here tonight. OG's the high point man for the Knicks. He's got 17. Wimby missed the next free throw. Hey, the Knicks got a chance to take a lead now. 90 seconds left to go. The Knicks got a chance to take the lead now. Wimby done messed around and missed a free throw. He's got 15 points. Here comes Bridges. Still has not scored in this game yet. Karl Anthony Towns. What's he going to do with the basketball? Oh, there's Hart. Go over to Brunson. Brunson. Get that. Oh, there's Hart. You got to make this. Got it. Knicks by 2. 59-57, 111 left to go in the first half. What I told y'all, Josh Hart gonna need to show the fuck up. After he made his first basket, I told you, this the game they ain't guarding you. You're gonna need a Josh Hart offensive game. Josh Hart put in the basket. Here we go, Stephon Castle with the layup. That was wild. Not sure what the fuck the rookie doing. Here come the New York Knicks the other way. Brunson, he's got it. Step back. No, give it to Hart. Give it to Hart. Give it to Hart. They not guarding him. Instead, it's OG in the corner. He's not going to take the shot. Swing over to Bridges. There's Josh Hart over to Brunson. Brunson's going to try the three. He's got it. There it is. New York up by 5. 62-57, 40 seconds left to go. The Garden is jumping right now. Here we go. Fox driving inside. Nobody's there. Tries a jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Big Zest. Big Purr. Loose wrist. Karl Anthony Towns. We got a 2-for-1 opportunity. No, actually, you don't got a 2-for-1 opportunity. The Spurs is going to have the last shot. Brunson one-on-one with Castle. There's Brunson. He's back on top of the logo right now. One-on-one with the rookie. Here's Brunson making a move on Castle. Drive inside. Is he going to take the shot? No, he's not. Pass over to Towns. Wimby hits the deck hard. Wimby hit the ground hard here, but it turns out they're not going to call the foul. Are they not calling the foul? Oh, yeah, they are calling. There's no way you don't call the foul there. I heard the commentator say jump ball. I don't know how the fuck that'd be a jump ball situation. Yeah, both Wimby and Fox hit him. Wimby hit the deck kind of hard there. But yeah, there we go to the line. Goes Karl Anthony Towns. Oh boy. 2 free throws right now for Big Zest, Big Purr, loose wrist. All right. Why the fuck is Shaq rubbing the back of Ernie Johnson? Because he know he on TV. That's why he rubbing his back, because he know he on TV. Shaq rubbing Ernie's back because he know he on TV. Shaq's fucking suspect, bro. You know Shaq the type of dude who did a bunch of questionable things when he was in high school and in college, just doing the most, bro. You know that you always had a teammate who just be wilding out for no fucking reason. That was Shaq. You can't convince me that wasn't Shaq, bro. Anything to get a laugh. Who's this NPC? They done sent. Is that Jerry? They put in Jeremy Showart. What the hell? They put in that NPC? This man tried to contest a shot from nobody because he used to be a San Antonio Spur. New York ends the half on a spectacular 42-24 run. This might be the most points scored in a quarter in this final series from either team. Let me check. This might be the most points scored in a quarter by either team. Yeah, nobody scored 30 points in a quarter in game one. Spurs and the Knicks had 30-point quarters in game two. Yeah, 42 points by far. This is the highest score total in a quarter thus far in this final series. 42 points. They blew it out the water by 10. Pardon me, 12. Spectacular quarter here from the New York Knicks. Spectacular quarter here from the New York Knicks. They ended the quarter down by 11. They outscore San Antonio by 18 in the quarter. And listen, it could get bad real fast because how quick have we seen New York go on runs? How quick have we seen New York go on runs? Knicks up by 7 at the half. Spectacular job.
How's Life Gaming is now following.
Spectacular job. Why Wimby just scared at Brunson, man? I wish I knew what the fuck he had going on, fam.
1738
Man
is
struggling
now
right
following.
now. Man struggling right now. Like literally, Wembanyama played 15 minutes. You better prepare yourself to play the entirety of the fucking quarter. You know, the remainder of the game. Wembanyama better not sit down, or else you're gonna have to go and get those brooms because it's gonna be a sweep around your own front door before you got to sweep around mine. Sweep around your own front door before you got to sweep around mine. It's gonna be a fucking sweep. If these dudes don't wake the fuck up, it's fixing to mess around and be a sweep. Let me give you guys some statistics right now. New York shooting 22 of 38, 58% from the floor, very far away from when they were shooting 41% there in the first quarter. The Spurs were shooting 61%. It's come down to 53. From three, New York was 25% from the field, or I should say 25% from the 3-point line in the first quarter. These motherfuckers have jumped up to 47%. In fact, the Spurs went down from 47% from three down to 40. The Knicks were 2 of 11, was it? In the first quarter, these motherfuckers is 8 of 17. Cooking from three. Absolutely woke up there in that second quarter. They've hit more threes than San Antonio. They're shooting better than San Antonio. They had more free throws than San Antonio. They've now out-rebounded San Antonio. They're still getting out-assisted, but that's neither here nor there. They're tied for points in the paint. They still have 9 fast break points. San Antonio still got a fat 0 for their doggone points in fast break situations. They are dominating here in the quarter. And I told you guys earlier, it does not matter how San Antonio starts. It's a matter of how they finish. And it doesn't matter if you up by 10, up by 12, up by 14. If you can't hold the lead, that shit don't mean a goddamn thing. And as we're on Blessing in the building, representing South Africa, said, let's go Knicks. Own to me. What's going on? Just subscribe over on Twitch. I appreciate you, family. Much love. How are the vibes here? Oh, the vibes are great. The vibes are great. The New York Knicks are absolutely cooking, leading 64-57. Absolutely cooking, leading 64-57. having the time of their life out there. I appreciate you, Towers. Much love. Hey, it's too soon to mess around and take a drink, but I will do this because I did it for the video. So I didn't do it on the stream. For the I didn't do it on the stream for the million because I completely forgot that I had it. But I want y'all to see this because I showed it to you last time. The resident Hobbit Adonis, who's probably in the chat right now, resident Hobbit Adonis got me this back in 2021, I believe, when I passed the 200,000. You see that? A toast to 200K subs on YouTube. You see that right there? I know it's a little bit difficult to see, but you see that? A toast to 200K subs. I never opened it until I passed a million subscribers. I recorded my million subscriber video earlier, so for those who didn't have an opportunity to see it, because obviously I didn't post it yet, so most likely I'll have it uploaded up on Patreon tomorrow, and then I'll probably post it out to the public on Wednesday because I gotta still try to get the commentary for the NBA Finals up. Game 2, I still can't upload it; it's blocked. And Game 3, by the time that I finish recording it tomorrow, I'm gonna try to get it uploaded. So if I do a double upload, it'd probably be the NBA commentary first, and then the million subscriber, video will go up on Wednesday. But I got them. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. So I did open up the beverage, but just because we didn't do it on stream when we got to the million. Cheers to you. They only missed 5 shots in the second quarter. Yep, 6 of 9 from the three-point line. Just absolutely cooking there in the second quarter, man. 42 points in a quarter is crazy. Stitch said, you and your girl be up late dying at my videos on IG. I appreciate you, man. Much love. EDR, what's going on? I'll put 2 on say congrats on the million. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Onaby said, cheers. Yes, indeed. I also have this here for the third quarter. Tail end of the third quarter, we're going to open up this spiked iced tea. I've had this for quite some time. I never drank it. So I'm going to open up this spiked iced tea. Now, for game 4, it's going to be very interesting. Knicks get the victory here. I think game 4, I'm going to have to go live from Manhattan. I think it's better if I go into Manhattan and go live on site. My only concern for the watch party is where would I be to watch the game? That's my number one concern, is I would have to get out there early and most likely begin the stream from, because they're doing the watch party at Central Park. I think that'd be the best spot to do it from. So I think it kind of is apropos to have to go live, boots on the ground kind of situation, because the Knicks take a 3-0 lead. I would have to go and do the stream from outside. I think it's kind of, it has to happen. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna be in MSG. I'd be around MSG. Like if they do the watch party for game 4, I'd go there and be around MSG. So I could try to go pull that off. I'll have to figure out the camera situation. I know, shout out to ASAP. I don't know if you in the chat. Hey, brother, you had mentioned me when we met in Barclays Center all them years ago. You were the very first person who I think I have a video with of all of my subscribers. You might be the very first person back in 2017, I believe it was. I remember you messaged me saying, hey, you'd love to be a cameraman for boots on the ground situation. This might be the opportunity, brother. This might be the opportunity. So we'll see. What are my thoughts on the officiating in this series? I'm not gonna hold you. The officiating has been leaning in San Antonio's way. The officiating has been leaning in San Antonio's way heavily in this series. It's been more of the referees on San Antonio's side, truly, to be honest with you. Anybody else feel the same? Game 1, 2, and midway through 3? Like 3 is kind of borderline, but they've missed a couple of situations where you can mess around and call text. Bro, game 2, they were trying for San Antonio to see if they could get them the game back, bro. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to say it was egregious. Like game 2 was bad. But, bro, it's...
Geeky Enthusiast is now following.
The refs are... I'm not going to say they on San Antonio's side, but... They kind of, they on their side there. Cardi B performing. Bro, why the fuck is the goddamn authorities not apprehending this woman? This is how I know we not very serious. Shaq is glued to Cardi B. Chill, focus. Hey, man, come on. I might put that Harlot in cuffs. Do I think the Hornets would have won the NBA Finals even if they didn't trade Kobe away on draft night? No. I don't think there was ever a situation in which the Hornets legitimately had a chance, with the exception of the Chris Paul Hornets. 2008, I've already said this on the record. You could call it a hot take if you want. I think Chris Paul could have legitimately had a case to be the MVP in 2008. That man was fucking cooking that year. For people who actually grew up watching basketball and saw that season, Chris Paul 2008 was on a different fucking level. I think legitimately, if he had gotten over Kobe, I wouldn't have been mad. Now, albeit I think Kobe was well-deserved, but you could have made an argument Chris Paul could have messed around and been the MVP that year. When you talk about most valuable player, bro, Chris Paul, CP3 2008, New Orleans, bro. I know folks now, it may not sound great now, but if you go back, watch, what's crazy to say 18 years ago, 2008 Chris Paul, bro. That season, he was the best player in the league, bro. It was long overdue for Kobe to mess around and get an MVP, because 2007, Dirk got it, and I think that was deserved as well. You could make the argument LeBron could have got it in 2007 as well. Kobe 2006 over Nash. He could have got it 05, could have went to Shaq, instead of Nash, but I understand why they went Nash. But overall, New Orleans, their only opportunity would have been 2008, and I don't think they had the team that was good enough, hence why they didn't make it, to the finals that year. That was their only opportunity. I don't think there was ever another New Orleans team that legitimately had a chance. Maybe, or at least should say the Hornets. That is, once the Hornets went to Charlotte, Charlotte's never had a good team. Charlotte's never had a good team. Bombcats, Hornets, doesn't matter. They've never had a good team that could legitimately go out there and contend, period. Bring the Sonics back. Thanks for the great content. Yes, they should bring the Sonics back. And you already know an NBA expansion is coming, because Vegas will have a team. And most likely, once LeBron retires, he will find a way to own a franchise. And Vegas, being an upstart franchise, there's no doubt in my mind LeBron's going to have a hand in there. When the time comes, they're going to have two teams. Rather than bring back a franchise to Vancouver, there's going to be one in Vegas. Bring a fucking team back to Seattle. Instinctive for 5-1 said, this is just hypothetical, but let's say Nintendo ever announces a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. Will I play it if it comes out on the Switch 2? Yes. Because I played it on the GameCube. I played it on the GameCube. Albeit, I think I only played Ganon's Castle. I don't think I played the entire game, so maybe I got to play through it again. But there is that. YouTube is lagging for you. Ice Cream said it's lagging. Mr. Soldier said it's lag. Is it? Hit refresh. See, because it's y'all are two of the group. Drago, what's going on? Nathan for 5 said, if the Knicks win, what are the chances? The chances of winning the championship for the Spurs would be finished, but they would have to hold on to the lead first. Go NY, go. What was South Sea? You want a remake of GoldenEye? I'm still on the first level of GoldenEye. I have no idea where the fuck I'm going at all. Not albeit, I've only played it 2 times since I last played it. Back in October, November, around that time. But it's been some time. Earl said, if the Spurs lose, will they get called soft like Cleveland did? Yes. Because they're getting taken advantage of left and right. God damn, everybody went to concessions? Jesus Christ. Bleachers. The seats completely empty. Also, Saturday, for my people in Boston, for my Haitian fans, if you happen to be going out to the game out in Boston, I'll be out in Boston with my father at the Haiti game. Driving up. Actually, I have to go purchase the tickets. I told everybody I already had the tickets. I did not have the tickets. So I gotta go purchase the tickets. I will be going to all 3 of those games. I'm gonna be documenting all of that, as well as gonna be a variation of a vlog, if you will. So that's gonna be something to look forward to. That's gonna be a good time. They went to go get some hot dogs. Well, there's gonna be some long concession stands. I've been to the Garden a number of times. I think I've been in Madison Square Garden maybe like 15 to 20 sometimes. Man, it's all right. And some of the workers that have been there have been very generous to me. I usually will have a Madison Square Garden cup, and one of the cups that I have here still till this day, I forget her name, but it was 2 of them. Man, I went to a WWE live show. I was there with Adonis and Mr. No IG. I might still have the photo on my phone. Oh, that's a photo of me and my dad at the Garden. This was 2000. Let's see. Oh no, it might be on this one.
Gotcha, bitch.
Number one, Jen
It might be
James
on
is
this
now
one.
following.
We went to the Garden. Yeah, so we were there at the Garden this particular evening. This is 2022. That's me, that's Sis Adonis, and that's Mr. No IG. We went to the game, right? Not the game. We went to a WWE event. And I got a double shot for the price of one. So that was a very good time. I got myself a double shot of Jack for the price of one. I thoroughly enjoyed that. So shout out to the workers out there in MSG. I appreciate y'all immensely. Barclays, I be having some people that's in there, but primarily MSG has always showed me love. They've always showed me love. Earl said, who would I rather watch the finals with? Diddy or
Gotcha,
R. Kelly?
Freddie is now following.
Diddy or R. Kelly? I gotta watch the game with sexual deviants? If I had to choose between both of the sexual deviants, who I'd probably watch the game with is R. Kelly. And with R. Kelly, I'm not really feeling too threatened. I'd feel like potentially people around me could maybe be threatened, but I wouldn't be threatened by R. Kelly. I'd be a little threatened by Diddy. That's a little confusing situation. No, it was March of 2022. It was March of 2022. I can't even remember if it was Roman and Brock at MSG. Maybe it was, but I can't remember. I can't remember. Charlotte Bombcats were hot garbage. That's a fact. Where am I from originally? Brooklyn, New York. Born and raised New Yorker. Oh, they got OG mic'd up. They got OG mic'd up. Did I hear there's significant interest in WWE signing Zilla Fatu? Well, there it is. D Wade in 2008. No, D Wade could have got legitimate votes for MVP, but I don't think he would have messed around and won it. And you're thinking 2009, not 2008. 2008 Wade, he got hurt. Because remember, he fucked up his knee. 2009 Wade, you're thinking when he led the league in scoring. I believe he had 30. He averaged 30 that year. Because 2008, I think that's when Braun led the league in scoring, and then 2000. Yeah, LeBron led the league in scoring in 2008. I think he had 30, and then Wade led the league in scoring in 2009. I think you're thinking of 2009 Wade, when Braun got the MVP over Wade. And I understand why Braun got it, but high key, I think they should have gave it away because I think Wade. I think it was. Maybe I'm biased because that was my favorite player, but you know. Yeah, Flatbush stand up. Flatbush stand up. Did I see the crowd booing Trump? Yeah. Yeah, folks is still in concessions. That's the problem with them long lines. I remember Miami when I went down to Miami for the fucking finals, bro. It looked like nobody was there because the traffic was crazy, and then getting into the stadium was ridiculous. The Knicks ended the half on a 10-1 run. Balls going out of bounds. Early turnover here for the Knicks, and back the other way. Here comes San Antonio. Here comes San Antonio. All right, somebody's going to have to wake up. Basket right there for. Basket right there for San Antonio, cutting the deficit down to 5. How's Life Gaming said you being from Brooklyn and why? Why not a Nets fan? I was born in 94. The Nets were in Jersey. And I when I got into basketball, believe it or not, I got into basketball at 99, 2000, but it was primarily in 2000. I could have easily been a Knicks fan because the Knicks were good. They just came off of NBA Finals berth. They lost to the San Antonio Spurs in '99 because the Twin Towers of David Robinson and Tim Duncan were incredibly lethal. Oh, Champagne puts in a 3 and 1, but he's holding his ankle here. Hopefully he's all right. But no, I would not be a Nets fan. There was no reason for me to cheer on New Jersey, even when Jason Kidd, Vince Carter, Richard Jefferson were going crazy post. Or I should say Richard Jefferson and Jason Kidd and Kenyon Martin. It was before Vince got there. Even though they were going crazy in New Jersey, went to back-to-back, finals appearances, still never really interested me. I was a Miami Heat fan. The year was 2000. I had NBA Jam 2000, and I was playing with the Los Angeles Lakers because Shaq and Kobe were a menace in that game. But whenever I played against the Heat, for whatever reason, I couldn't beat Tim Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning. So one particular day, and I didn't have a memory card, but one particular day, I happened to go and pick up the damn game. I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna play with the Heat. And remember, NBA Jam, when you get blazing or whatever, he's on fire, and the ball's on fire and shit, it just looks fucking cool in a Miami Heat jersey doing it. So I'm like, oh shit, you know what? Can't beat him, join him. I'm at the time 6 years old. I said, fuck it, can't beat him, join him. I'm gonna be a Miami Heat fan. Been a fan for 26 years. Same thing happened in the NFL. I could have easily been a Giant fan in 2000. The Giants literally lost in the Super Bowl, right? I'm in New York, but NFL quarterback 2000, Brett Favre's on the cover. I'm like, all right, he's on the cover. Let me play with the Packers. Play against the damn Pittsburgh Steelers. Jerome Bettis, when you press A to fucking turbo and runs everybody over. Can't beat him, join him, play with the Pittsburgh Steelers, run everybody over with Jerome Bettis. Say, hey, man, fuck it. I think this might be the game, this squad for me. Go to church on week 4. Undefeated New York Jets 3-0, taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers 1-2. Come home, turn on the television, aim and take my church shoes off. Fat ass Jerome Bettis scored a 12-yard touchdown in the second quarter. I'm like, shit, this is the same team I was playing with. He does in real life what he does in the game. I guess I'm a Steelers fan. I picked my teams in 2000, never looked back.
Star underscore 32 is now following.
Picked my teams in 2000, never looked back. Oh boy. Spurs trailing by 1 here after the foul call. Spurs trailing by 1 here after the foul call. Here we go. 64-63. And for those who have been in the chat for a very long time, oh wow, Castle left wide open. You can't miss that 3. But for those who have been subscribers and followers for a very long time, y'all can verify. I've told the same story. When people ask me for my origin of Steelers and Heat lore, how I became a fan, it's been the same story. It's been the same story now for what, 8 years? Go back, Google, go on YouTube, type in Chiseled Adonis, Miami Heat, Pittsburgh Steelers. I made that video in 2018. It's been the same story every time. Oh, they should have called the foul on Hart. Hart low-key hooked the arm of Castle. Doesn't matter, though. What was the first WWE video game ever purchased? Shut Your Mouth, Here Comes the Pain. No, before that. WWE Warzone. WWE Warzone. And I had it on Game Boy Color as well. I think, no, it was WWF Attitude. Sorry, that's what it was. WWF Attitude on Game Boy Color. There it is, OG. Gets a bucket. 5-point game. WWF Attitude on Game Boy Color. Warzone on N64, which was a terrible game. And then WrestleMania 2000. I had WrestleMania 2000 and then No Mercy right after that. So those were my first 3 wrestling games. Well, 4 wrestling games. WWF Attitude, which I think was 97 on the Game Boy Color. No, that had to be later because I don't think the Game Boy Color was out then. But I had WWF Attitude, then that was on the Game Boy Color, and then Warzone, which was terrible, WrestleMania 2000, and then WWF No Mercy, which WWF No Mercy is right here. This is still my same original No Mercy. I've had this literally for 25 years. Yeah, no. WCW NWO Revenge. That game was perfect. I have that. It's probably over there. But I have that game as well. All right, here we go. 3-point lead right now for the New York Knicks. 9:24 on the clock here. Happy birthday 0505 said my boy MTR was in Thailand. Have I been to Thailand? How was it? I never been to Thailand, but I did message MTR just to see how he was doing. Oh wow, Brunson lost the basketball. Bad pass. Here comes the Spurs. Vassell can take a shot. Oh, he just threw that son of a bitch up. He just threw that son of a bitch up, but he's probably gonna get an opportunity to get a shot in here. But New York not playing very fast. Oh, there's Chris Rock. What the hell? Robert Kraft is here? Is that Stevie Richards? Bro, that's motherfucking Stevie Richards on the baseline. What's going on here? Just the most miscellaneous, miscellaneous group of fandoms that happens to be colliding here. That was fucking Stevie Richards on the baseline. Robert Kraft, Larry David, Law and Order SVU. It's the most random thing. Yeah, it's Stevie Richards. It's 100% that Stevie Richards. He's on the opposite side of John Starks and company. All right, here we go. 1 point game right now. Oh, Bridges is caught up at the top. Bro, Bridges is still not got a basket. He's only taken one shot. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Wembanyama. Cardi B still sitting front row as well. NY bringing everybody together indeed. Mr. Wonder and James said, how cooked is NYC if the Knicks win, bro? It's going to be an Avengers level type of destruction that's going on outside. They're going to have some good time regardless. AYKM said, it's awesome. I still have my No Mercy cart. Yes, indeed. Got to keep that cartridge. Oh, Brunson, good pass. Oh, Bridges, swing over the hard. Oh, that's a super brick. Super brick of a shot. Here come the Spurs. They have an opportunity to take a lead over here. Take your time, Fox. Take your time, Fox. Oh, good block right there from Karl Anthony Towns. It's going to remain Spurs basketball. Yeah, I'm an OG wrestling. Yeah, I'm an OG wrestling gamer. May not be much of a gamer now, but OG wrestling gamer. Patrick Ewing down there as well. Spike Lee. Swing over to Stephon Castle. Back over to the corner. There's Fox. It's a brick. Rebound, Josh Hart. I think Josh Hart might be leading everybody in rebounds right now. Yeah, Hart's got 6 rebounds. Here comes Brunson. Throws up a... What the fuck? How did Brunson get that to fall? What a shot there from Jalen Brunson. How the hell did he get that to fall? Well, damn. Jalen Brunson threw up a prayer. Somehow it goes in. Hey, listen, it seemed like he's destined to lead the Knicks to a championship because ain't no fucking way. How the hell did he get that one to fall? Man just threw up a fucking prayer. Big body Brunson with the basket. Knicks lead by 4. San Antonio getting ready to send in Dylan Harper. On the floor, Wembanyama, jumper, got it. He was left alone. He got to make that. He got to make that. Laurel said, I'm literally doing the Leo meme with all the celebrities tonight. Well, hey, they outside. All right, here we go. Oh, damn. That was, tough foul call right there. De'Aaron Fox gets his 3rd foul called on him. That's tough. That's tough. Eli Manning. Great shot right there. Great shot. N64 was my first non-handheld console. Yes, N64 was my first. N64, then GameCube. And then after that, my parents actually, I never purchased anything until the PS5s. The PS2s, neighbor Adonis gave me his. Trader Adonis gave me his as well. There's a 3 right there from Vassell. Got that to fall. San Antonio regains the lead. Oh, wow. Ooh, that was almost another steal from Vassell. But yeah, I've never purchased any other of the consoles, the actual console until the PS5. After the Nintendo GameCube, never purchased anything until the PS5. You thought Eli was Peyton the first time they saw? Oh no. Oh no. You gotta check the forehead length. You gotta check the forehead length. V Moore for 5 said, am I gonna live stream the ensuing NY riot? I mean, game 4, if New York wins here tonight, game 4, I'm potentially gonna have to go outside. Hell, I would say even if New York lose game 4, I'm probably gonna have to go outside and stream from you know, down there. Getting home is gonna be a fucking nightmare, but it is what it is. Johnson with the throw up, can't get it to go. I'll probably have to go back to my parents' house because I'll be much more favorable to get home to my parents' house than to my house. Eli Manning, the only person whose whole career is based on another dude. That's one of my selling points when talking about son, but I've already bloviated enough on that. Ruben said the suit clean. Thank you very much. I've worn it before, so it's not anything that's not been seen here. Johnson free throw, can't get it to go. Rebound from OG. Low key almost traveled, but gets out of there. You got to make those free throws. The Spurs has missed 6. And San Antonio's in the bonus, so they can play a little aggressive right now. Swing over Josh Hart. You need those threes. There you go. That's number 4, right? That's number 4. That's number 4. What did I tell you guys? Josh Hart, you better wake the fuck up. This is your opportunity. They are not respecting you. I need you to participate in the game the same way you did against Cleveland, bro. They're not guarding you. Fuck it. What? Let it fly. No need to hesitate. Let it fly. There's no reason why you should not have about 26 plus. Oh, that's a terrible turnover right there for New York. Terrible turnover right there for New York. I told you guys this in the first quarter after Josh Hart hit his first three-pointer. Bro, they not guarding you. If they're going to leave you open, let it fly. Let it fly. Why they got Wimby guarding high? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. And then furthermore, Wembanyama, he's got 17 points, right? Bro, he's got to be, like, not only playing every single minute, bro, he's got to be involved in every offensive possession, bro. They got to figure it out. All right, what is this commercial for? One night only. Fucking rom-com. People are going oversell. Oh my God, is it love? Wouldn't be afraid to charge into the paint. Well, he's gonna need to start charging. Blue Knight said your only wrestling events were at WCW Starrcade. You think in early 2000s and a live SmackDown when you saw the Hardy Boys with Lita and the Dudley Boys? Well, shit, that's a long time ago. Did I ever get Day of Reckoning? Yes, Day of Reckoning 1 and 2. I still have both. In fact, Day of Reckoning 2 is in my top 5 wrestling games of all time. Next to No Mercy, it's my favorite one to play. Was I a studious student in high school? Yes and no. Yes and no. I was a scholar, athlete. There was that. But it wasn't like I was like tremendous of like salutatorian, valedictorian. That wasn't me. Petrovic is a jersey. In a jersey is a legend. Yeah, yeah. Well, in Jersey was a legend. Yeah, that's why his jersey's retired. It's still in the rafters. They have it in Brooklyn. It's Petrovic. It's up there. Did I ever play Def Jam Fight for New York? I have it for the PS2. I have Def Jam Vendetta for both the GameCube and the PS2, and I have Fight for NY for the PS2. It was for the unknown Adonis, and he gave me the game. We were, I don't want to get somber, but we were supposed to play it together here. We didn't get the opportunity, so I still have all of the games. Bully and no, I never played Bully, but Midnight Club Dub Edition Remix. I had Midnight Club. I had what was it, 3? Midnight Club 3. I had it. I might still have it, but I think the disc is scratched. So there is that. 4-point lead right now for the Knicks. 6:21 left to go. We're midway through the third quarter here. You have the New York Knicks leading by 4. High point man Jalen Brunson with 20. Actually, I should say OG Anunoby has the most points here with 21 points. Brunson follows him right behind with 20. Josh Hart with 16. Mikal Bridges still only shot 1 shot. He left the game early in the first quarter because he had 2, fouls. But since returning back, he's really not done anything offensively. And remember, game 2, he exploded in that third quarter. He hasn't had to do much. Karl Anthony Towns literally hasn't had to do much either. Which is why it's so scary that the New York Knicks are leading by 4, because you've got 2 guys who contributed in both game 1 and game 2 in different ways. And then here they are in this game not really doing much on the offensive side of the ball. Lob over to Wembanyama, able to go and get that ball to, I think it was Castle or Harper who got the putback over there. 2-point game lead right now for New York. Mitchell Robinson, an absolute liability on offense. Jalen Brunson gonna try a jumper, can't get that one to fall. Rebound Johnson. On the floor, Johnson, Wemby, Harper, and Vassell. For the Knicks, it's Robinson, Shamet, Hart, OG, and Brunson. Tie game, 76 all. Tie game, 76 all. Tina Fey's at the game too. All right. Here we go. Josh Hart, take a shot, take a shot. Instead, going to give it over to Brunson. Brunson gets away with a travel. Brunson able to find Hart. Hart's not going to let it go. You got to let it fly. You got to take that shot. Josh Hart jumper. Can't get that one to fall. Wembanyama on the rebound. Back the other way comes New York. Oh, Wemby's just going to try a deep 3. Oh, bang! All right, Wembanyama gives the lead back to San Antonio. Wembanyama's now got 20. All right, here we go. La France. Les enfants terribles. Oh, damn, it's a jumper right there from Brunson. Can't get that one to fall. OG back the other way. Tries a 3 of his own. No good. Mitchell Robinson, offensive rebound. Kicks it over to Brunson. Brunson looking for the foul. Not going to get it. Mitchell Robinson on the offensive rebound. Puts it in. 1-point game. Oh, they should have called the foul on Brunson. Oh, they do. Oh, but they're not going to have the N1 continuation. They're not going to have the N1 continuation. It's a hell of a job right there from Mitchell Robinson, able to get the job done. JVB said, name my top 3 contenders at the FIFA World Cup. Spain, France, Portugal. Oh, 4 fouls on Brunson is tough. 4 fouls on Brunson is tough. Unity is strength. Pateno said, what NYC superhero would I rather have? Would I rather save me and get me home on foot if trapped in the middle of a riot gone violent in downtown Manhattan? Luke Cage, Daredevil, Captain America, or the Ninja Turtles? You know what? Although the Turtles can get me underground, that would be great. I probably would end up going maybe Cap. I think of the group, I would go Cap. Mr. Nobody said Spider-Man, but Spider-Man wasn't the one that was listed. You had the Ninja Turtle, Captain America, Daredevil, or Luke Cage. Because I don't think the tunnels would get me all the way home with the Ninja Turtles. But if I was where, the tunnels underground can ultimately get me home, I'd probably go Ninja Turtles, but I'm fixing to be hella dirty. I'm gonna be with the rats. But I think Captain America would be the move. Oh, wow, they're gonna call a foul right there on Vasello. Now they're getting physical over here. EA Sports needs to bring back the NBA Live. That's a fact. All right, Mitchell Robinson heading to the bench now. Oh, they cheering for Landry Shamet right now. Here we go.
Gotcha, bitch.
Alvarado.
I also underscore
Kick
curve
over. Oh, Jordan
25 is
Clarkson
now
can't hold on
following.
to the basketball. Oh! Throws up a floater. Can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Jordan Clarkson inside. Gets the bucket. 1 point game. Here comes New York. 3:30 on the clock. Pardon me. 3:50 on the clock right now. Fox swing over to Vassell. Vassell back over to Fox. Wimby's on the bench, by the way. It's Cornette minutes. Here comes Johnson. Oh, no, they're going to call a foul on the floor on Landry Shamet. Shamet most likely going to be heading to the bench real soon. Johnson gets a free throw to fall here. Both teams already in the bonus right now. All right, there's Johnson. Next free throw, no good. Rebound, New York remains a 2-point deficit right now for New York. 49, pretty much $5,000 for a seat at MSG for game 3. Game 4, forget about it. $9,000 cheapest ticket right now. Matter of fact, I'll show you better than I'll tell you. I'll show you better than I'll tell you. Ticketmaster. Knicks. Game 3 tickets, there's no way they're still on sale. You get ready to get into the
Gotcha,
fourth
bitch.
quarter. There's no way this
Milky James
still on
is now
sale.
following.
Game 4, 9,000 was the price. I gotta go to Game Time because there's nothing that's opening up over here. There you go, call town. Oof, over his head. Shit. 3-point game. Oh, wow, wide open. You got to take that shot. Can't get that one to fall. Good rebound there by Cornette. Yeah, look at the prices. Look at the prices. This on Game Time. Look at the prices. Oh, good defense there by Towns. Look at the prices. $13,000. $11,000 for Game 6. Look at that. Think I'm going to that game? Fuck out of here. All right, Harper, pull away jumper. Can't get it to go. Cornette. Good rebound by Cornette. Good rebound by Cornette. And now he's going to take a couple free throws. Very, very tough Cornette minutes you got over here. Very tough Cornette minutes you got over here. But he's grabbed 2 rebounds, got 2 assists as well. How did I get into soccer? Just turned it on and watched. We happen to have 2 of the greatest of all time play at the same time, and Messi and Ronaldo. Now, albeit I don't follow the clubs, but I did watch primarily the World Cup performances. After watching 2014, I'm like, man, Messi is a fucking amazing. So I started cheering for Messi. And then I started watching highlights of like Brazil and seeing Ronaldinho, who I think was probably my favorite player to ever like watch, but I never really watched him live. I just primarily based off the highlights alone. That dude was fucking electrifying. So there's that. But I'd sit down, and I remember it was the World Cup 2010. I watched so many games with my dad. I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. But I'm not heavily into soccer like that.
Gotcha, bitch.
Masha_May is now following.
That's how I've always pronounced his name. Rolandinho. $13,000 for a game. Yeah, it's bread to get into games. Makes me wonder how much the ticket was before, they ultimately won a couple of games. $2014 best World Cup in your opinion? Yeah, they had solid World Cups. I watched all of 2018, all of 2014, all of 2022. Am I making that shot for 100K? What shot? What shot for 100K? Yeah, 2004 Zidane. Who headbutted the Italy player in the final minute of play. He knocked him out too. That must have been, if it was in the World Cup, then that was in 2006. SG Freeze, 8 months a member. I appreciate you, family. Final 2.5 minutes of this game. San Antonio climbed back into the lead. All right. Oh, Oscar Robinson in the house as well. Bill Bradley in the house. All right, here we go. Cornet minutes. Looking very good for San Antonio right now. 2 free throws for Cornet. Gets the first one to fall. All right, here we go. Alvarado swing over to Carl Towns. Big Zest, big purr, loose wrist. Carl Anthony Towns swing over to Alvarado. Alvarado swing to the corner. Shamit 3. Got it. 2-point game. 2:14 left to go here in the third quarter. Here comes Stephon Castle. One-on-one, Mikal Bridges on the floor right now for San Antonio. Castle, Champagne, Fox, Cornet, and Harper. Meanwhile, for New York, it's Bridges, Jackson, Clarkson, Towns, Shamit, and Alvarado. Champagne wide open, bang, gets it to fall. Finally, he's hitting threes in the second half. Champagne couldn't hit no threes in the second half at all. Alvarado swing over to Clarkson. I'm shocked Clarkson is getting minutes this late into the damn game. Throws up a floater, can't get it to go. Good rebound by Towns. Oh, what a play by Big Purr, Big Zest. Loose wrist, Carl Anthony Towns with a bucket. Three-point game again. Champagne tries another three. No good. Castle almost got the rebound there. Hey, New York can flip the momentum heavily right now because the Spurs have had a very good quarter. Good pressure from Cornet here. Towns is trapped. Oh, he didn't even see Bridges, who was right there. Clarkson got to throw up a prayer. Bang! He got it. What a shot by Clarkson. Puts in a three. That's huge. to tie the game at 89 all. Karl Anthony Towns never saw Bridges, who was right there, and instead a prayer from Clarkson puts in a 3. Off the bench, Clarkson is giving him 10 points. Oh, but Harper answers right back and tells Fat Joe and DJ Khaled, shut your fat ass mouths. He told both those fat boys, shut their mouth. Here we go, final 25 seconds here of the quarter. Alvarado has it. San Antonio will get a chance to get the ball back. Mikal Bridges still hasn't scored yet in this game until now. Jumper falls. Bridges gets his first basket of the game. Finally gets his first basket of the game. 1-point game for New York. Final seconds here for the Spurs. Harper's going to try a 3. No good. Rebound by Alvarado. He's not going to get the shot off. And we're going to go to the fourth quarter with a 92-91 lead for the New York Knicks. Pardon me, for the San Antonio Spurs. What a fucking shot from Clarkson. Who that for life? Chris Pafavon said thoughts on the Texas Tech QB getting kicked out, not being kicked out of college football for openly gambling and basically tarnishing the integrity of the game. I knew nothing about that. I'd have to look into it. What a shot by Harper, huh? Yeah, we're going to have to stand for this fourth quarter. We're going to have to stand for the fourth quarter. We're going to have to stand for the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. It's about that time. It's about that time. It's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. Final 12 minutes. Final 12 minutes. It's going down. It's going down. Was I ever a quiet person? Have I always been this outgoing? I was always a quiet person. I'd argue I'm still, outside of just going online and posting, I've always been much more quiet and introverted to myself. I was never a person who was like super extroverted. I have my pockets when I want to be, but for the most part, I'm primarily to myself. I'm not somebody who's always got to be, in the happenings of everything. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for the final period of the game. I know there is somebody who certainly doesn't want to see San Antonio win. He's going to execute anybody who's going to go and help San Antonio get the victory. You know he's going to waste a little time getting involved expeditiously. We're going to have a magnificent finish. This has been a spectacular game 3, and it's everything on the line for San Antonio. They cannot afford to lose this game. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all having a good time for the fourth quarter. LeBron, can you please dance before we sound the alarm? We've arrived at the final period of this game. in the third installment of the NBA Finals, trailing by 2 games. The San Antonio Spurs look to rebound and get a victory on the road in an incredible hostile environment. The New York Knicks look to take a commanding 3-0 lead. Through 36 minutes of play, it's a 1-point lead for San Antonio. Can they take the dead men to the funeral home and put the nail in the coffin? Or will the New York Knicks take their receipt to the sperm bank, get their comeback, and take a 3-0 lead? It's the final period. The last 12. Put up or shut up. Somebody's gonna have to win. Alley-oop to Wembanyama. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the fourth quarter. It's the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. It's the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to show up. You cannot, under any circumstance, go and fold in this situation. Legends are made in the fourth, and it's time to put up or shut up. Clarkson throws up a prayer, no good. Rebound by Castle, back the other way. Comes the Spurs. There's a pass from Wembanyama over to Fox. He's going to get fouled, and he's heading to the line. He's heading to the line. We got to switch the glasses. He heading to the line. Alvarado not happy with the call, but picks up his first foul of this evening. Picks up his first foul of the evening. Spurs lose. They have no chance. That is true, because history certainly tells you that. Here we go. De'Aaron Fox, first free throw, gets that one to fall here. 4-point lead right now for the San Antonio Spurs. All right, jumper connects right there for De'Aaron Fox. Here we go. Alvarado back the other way. On the floor right now to kick off the fourth quarter for New York. It is Shamet, Clarkson, Alvarado, Towns, and Bridges. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, it's De'Aaron Fox, who just took the ball away from Jordan Clarkson, Johnson, Wemby, Vassell, and Fox. Oh, boy, what the fuck? Mike Bloomberg just caught Alvarado. Derek Jeter also there, front row as well. Shit! I need it!
Melmer89 just subscribed.
Mr. Elmar in the building, 89, just subscribed with Prime. I appreciate you. Oh, since the fourth quarter, we could crack open this here spiked iced tea. 10:36 left to go here in this game. Wembanyama, top of the key, 5-point lead right now for the San Antonio Spurs. One-on-one with Karl Anthony Towns. Throws the ball out of bounds, but it's off the hands of Shamet. It's going to remain San Antonio basketball. Captain Espanol for 5 said, "What's going on? Chisel just got home from work to join the last quarter. You joined in at the perfect time." All right, here we go. Wembanyama, top of the key, one-on-one with Karl Anthony. Is he going to try a jumper? What are you doing, bro? Instead, it's De'Aaron Fox. Throws up a prayer. No good. Offensive rebound by Castle. Oh, that should have been a fucking travel. They don't call it, but they lost the ball anyway. Castle got to actually let that shot rip, bro. You can't keep doing this stupid ass. He had 18 points in the first quarter. He's scoreless in the second half. I said first quarter, in the first half. He's scoreless in the second half. He's contributed nothing to them, bro. This man's completely disappeared. Here comes Mikal Bridges. He's not going to take his third shot of the game. Shaman just throws up a fucking prayer. Nothing. It's an air ball. 24-second violation. They're not going to need to call it because the Spurs got the ball back. Here comes the Aaron Fox inside. Whole lot of contact. That should have been a travel. Wembanyama, top of the key. He picks up his dribble. Bro, does nobody know how to drive to the cup? Castle wide open. His jumper no good. Bro, why everybody picking up their dribble, bro? You can dribble the basketball. It's okay. Shaman wide open. Corner three, no good. Josh Hart tried to get the rebound. Can't get it. Very sloppy basketball. Call timeout. Call timeout. Somebody needs to call timeout. Bro, relax. Calm y'all asses down. Wembanyama gets fouled by Shaman. Somebody better go call timeout, bro. What type of fucking basketball sequence was this? This is 3 straight fucking minutes of absolute hogwash. Poppycock type basketball, bro. What the fuck was that? Dudes look like they straight out of Pop Warner. Is there Pop Warner for basketball? AAU at the lowest level? Good God, son. Folks is flopping around, dribbling to the top of the key, dribble penetrating, leaving their feet, throwing the damn ball around and shit. Y'all don't know how to play basketball? Folks' hearts is beating through their damn chest. The nerves going crazy. What the hell they doing, son? King Me said, you followed me since 2013. That's impossible. I didn't start making videos since 2016. Somebody lying. All right, no basket there for San Antonio. Back the other way comes New York. Now, the channel was created on my brother's birthday in 2013, but that'd have been very odd to just go and follow a damn page while I wasn't even making videos. That don't make no damn sense. All right. Here we go. Dylan Harper. Kick over to Castle. Castle to the corner. Champagne can't get it to fall. Good pass inside. Johnson got the layup. Spurs lead by 7. Spurs lead by 7. Mariano said you can't watch sports highlights or commentary unless it's on my channel. Keep up the great work, brother. I appreciate that. Jay said you've been following since JFK got shot. You know damn well, you know damn well that's a damn lie. What are we talking about here? All right, here we go. New York finally gets their first bucket here. Here comes Harper. Swing over to Wemby. Wemby, oh my God. All right, somebody's going to be open. There's a jumper right there from Castle. No good. Slow reaction from Wembanyama, but he's fouled. I believe that's on Bridges. How many fouls is that on Bridges right now? No, they're going to call that on Robinson. Who they going to call the foul on? The Spurs are already in the bonus? Yeah, that's on Bridges. They've been wrapping Wemby up all day. Bro, that's ridiculous. That's fucking egregious. That's fucking egregious right there from Bridges. What are you doing, son? He hooked his whole arm. What are you doing, son? That's ridiculous. And the Spurs are already in the bonus. Bro, I'm telling you right now, if these motherfuckers don't just play from the paint out, I don't think they understand basketball. San Antonio should not be taking no more threes for the remainder of the game. You already in the fucking bonus. Play from the inside out. Give the ball to Wemby. Start pump faking out the wazoo. Go to the line every single time. This is exactly what San Antonio needed. But remember, it's 8 minutes left to play. And Big Body Brunson getting ready to come in this game. Oh, no, wait a minute. They sent in. Let me give you guys the lineup of who's on the floor right now. Second free throw coming from Wembanyama. Oh, he puts it in. All right, so for the Knicks right now, Big Body Brunson, McBride, Hart, Robinson, and OG. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, it's Castle, Johnson, Harper, Champagne, and Wembanyama. Here comes the New York Knicks, and they're going to call an offensive foul. No, they called another foul on Castle? All right. Listen, the amount of people who at the Garden right now, if I was part of the Mafia or I messed around and I was part of one of the gangs, bro, people is getting robbed tonight. I'll tell you that right now. Ain't no way. Oh, you could afford to get inside this game? Oh, I know you got money. Folks might not carry cash like they used to. But I can make you approve a transaction. Wide open corner three by Hart. Oh, you got to make that. You got to make that, Josh Hart. You're wide open. Nobody's there. You got to make that shot, bro. They're going to keep leaving you open. You got to knock those down. Wembanyama took a three and one. Wembanyama and one. That abnormal Titan puts in a three. The spinal fluid activated. Wembanyama puts in a three, but his back, my back. Mike Brown going to try to challenge one way or another. That's a three that's made. And we'll see what the call is. But Wembanyama on the ground, just like Jalen Brunson.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You
My
broke
back is broken.
what? A vertebrae or what
Well,
portion?
Spinal.
Ooh, you know what? Upon further review, I think there was a push. They might reverse that. They're going crazy in San Antonio right now. They could possibly mess around and reverse that. Oh boy. They might mess around and reverse that. There certainly was a push over there. He ain't got no ass. Who, Wembanyama? First off, why you looking there? Somebody celebrating this month. One way or another, hey man, the Spurs have what appears to be a 10-point lead, but we wait to see what's going to transpire after we come out of this commercial break. 26 free throws is insanity for San Antonio. Well, first and foremost, I ain't going to hold you. Yes, the officials has been, I think, in the Spurs pocket, game 1 and game 2, to a degree, a little bit of game 3. But I think they missed some calls here and there. But most of the fouls in getting folks to the line, we have been seeing legitimate fouls. And for all intents and purposes, let's be transparent. They've been hooking Wemby all night. They haven't called all of them. So the Spurs getting into the bonus relatively early, it is a little bit, alarming. It makes you raise your eyebrows. How the fuck you find yourself in the bonus? I think 2 of the 4 quarters, they were in the bonus inside the first 5 minutes of the quarter. But we can acknowledge there is hooking of the arms here. Who do I want to win the finals? I predicted it would be the Spurs who win in 7. But I want New York to win because I am a New Yorker. Dare I say, a Brooklyn veteran. So, I am a New Yorker at the end of the day. Is Trump there? Yes, he's in the skybox. Sorry, Peyton. Man's popped in. Homie heard his Nets fan made a perk up. Son sat up like the Undertaker. Said, you want who to win? But all right, we've got 7:45 left to go. Oh, wow, I think they reversed the call. Well, I'll be damned. I just saw it updated on the score and went down. I'm waiting to come back from the commercial break. I think they updated the score. They reversed the call. They might have got Johnson on the push for the foul. They may have taken away the three-pointer. Oh, my.
On review. Therefore,
Yeah, it's a full extension. You can see it on the replay over there. That is unfortunate for the Spurs. Big time break right there for the Knicks. No basket. Take the 3 off the floor. Instead of a possible 4-point swing, New York gets the ball back. Opportunity to cut the deficit down to 5 or 4 if they hit a 3 here. All right, here we go. Brunson making a move. Good drive inside. Grown man. And now Mitch Robinson calls a time. Mitch Robinson calls a timeout. What a job by Brunson. Great layup right there from Brunson. Hell of a job. What does that mean? That's just his thing? What does this mean? Is that like something between him and his father? What does that mean? Spiked iced tea? Yeah, there's some spiked iced tea that I had. I said I was going to drink it in the 4th quarter, so I got some spiked iced tea over here. Debbie said, you may be a Boston Celtics fan, but dang, you do want the Knicks to win? Don't say that out loud. Don't say that out loud. You might be lynched. That's not... Don't say that out loud. Don't say that out loud. You're going to have some problems. Keep that one to yourself. You walk around your city, if you happen to be in Boston and they ask you, hey, who do you got in the NBA Finals? Just go ahead and say, hey, man, you know, I got no dog in the race. Don't say that out loud. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Payne talking about shooter right now. Sir, hold on, wait, sir. Sir, relax. Hold on.
78 just gifted 5 subs.
Oh, to be giving out gifts. Giving out gifts.
Gotcha, bitch.
Lara
Holding
Grave
it
is
down
now
for the
following.
community. The audacity to marry the mitigated goal.
Congratulations!
Unbothered. Subscribe 19 months. I appreciate you. Much love. Team China just subscribed with Prime. Much love, Team China. I appreciate you. Much love. All right, final few minutes here of where we at? 7:31. 7:31 on the clock. 5-point game here in the fourth quarter. By the way, for those of y'all who informed me about Streamer University, shout out to y'all. I put in the application. I went to the website. The resident Hobbit Adonis sent me the link for the application because I thought it was just the advertisement for Streamer University again that we watched live earlier this morning. I said this afternoon. But turns out they opened up the door for the applications. I already recorded my video and sent it in. So we'll see if we get to selected.
Gifts.
Hopefully the time
More
is
gifts.
favorable
More
this time
gifts.
around. I would hope that it's not no fucking bullshit of the time frame. I'd be mad as hell.
Omni Acorns 316
Omni giving out
gifted
gifteds. We appreciate you.
Sparta. This is their
Peyton
first
said-
gift sub in the channel.
Peyton said, you about to be 32 in 2 weeks. You don't need to be at no Streamer University. Do I need to be there? No, but would it be nice? I don't mind the visibility. I'd have some, now, albeit I ain't going to be somebody who's going to try to be a hype beast, try to be young. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not going to be walking around, saying what the damn Gen Z or whatever the fuck that is that they say. That ain't going to be me. I'm still going to be me. I ain't going to be trying to do too much. I'm going to have some fun, though. They let me in the damn doors. I ain't going to be doing no stupid, we going to do a 20 versus 1. I'm not that dude. Team China said, got us up when my man is rocking the pocket square. Well, thank you very much. A lot of people, they wear them suits. They don't got them pocket squares going. They should most definitely accept my commentary is funny. Well, thank you very much. And I think this year is much different than last year. Because last year I was in a perpetual state of the 700,000 some subscribers. I could not figure out how to get a surge and, grow out of there. And then on Instagram, I had essentially no presence. I think at the time of the Streamer University last year was, what time was that? What, May, March? Not March, May, June, around that time. I think I had just passed 100,000, but I still didn't have the same motion. This time around, I think I passed 750,000 followers on IG today. I've got 200 grand on TikTok. Facebook, the page may be unpublished right now, but I got over 500 grand over there. We're over 1 million over on YouTube. I got the plaques with me. I actually put it inside the video as well. Too much fucking motion to mess around and get overlooked. And on top of that, just past 500 million views over on YouTube. So shout out to the community.
Gotcha, bitch.
The _0
W
and the
community.
underscore
We
who
passed
underscore
500
waits
million
is now
views on
following.
YouTube. I appreciate y'all immensely. Last 3 months across all social media, 746 million views. 3 months. And all that is with Facebook being unpublished. I might have got to 1 billion views in 3 months if Facebook ain't unpublished me. So even despite the motion, social media is still not on my side, but it don't matter. The people who've been rolling with us, what was it? What was it that what was it? John Moran was like, stay over there, stay on that side. The people who was rolling with us, we stay on this side. Everybody else who wasn't fucking with us, stay on that side. Stay on that side. OGs is over here. OGs is over here.
Gotcha, bitch.
D. Baltimore is now following.
Bro, we've had 4 commercial breaks in 63 game minutes. Well, 63 game seconds, bro. Between 8:15 and 7:12, we've had 4 commercial breaks. What the fuck? Can we watch basketball? Well, another foul there on Carl Towns. That's foul number what? 4 now for Towns? 3? This is ridiculous. What are we doing? They got to get it together, bro. Too much fucking fouls. I'm about to run out of these damn iced teas. Wimby getting 2 free throws here. Opportunity to make this a 7-point game. All right. Owens, not Terrell. I love that name. Or Terrell, I should say. For the reference. Said, damn, you've been here since 2017? Shit, you've been around for a minute. You've been around for a minute. All right. Oh, there's a hype chest over here. Hey. All right, here we go. 7:12 on the clock. Free throw good. Oh, yeah, way ahead of me right now. I'm about a good 30 seconds fucking behind here on ESPN Plus. I wish they didn't cut my damn ABC, but it's all good. Here we go. Jalen Brunson back the other way, one-on-one with Harper. Let me give you guys the lineups right now because there's a couple of changes here. Towns, Hart, OG, Brunson, and McBride. They're short here. They're a little small here with their lineup. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, OG gets the jumper to fall. It's Wimby, Harper, Fox, Vassell, and Champagne on the floor. OG got 24 points, but the high point man, he's leading the Knicks in scoring right now. High point man overall is Wembanyama with 28. Oh, what a move from Fox. What a move from Fox. The in and out. Stop playing with him. In and out. Gets himself inside. Gets the layup to fall. What a play right there from Fox. The Spurs back up by 7, approaching midway through the final quarter of this game. Big body Brunson on top of the advertisement for Booking.com. High arcing 3-point shot right there from McBride. No good. Here comes Harper. He's going to go all the way. He's going to try to see if he can get himself a call. Oh, what a play for right there from Anunoby. What a play right there from OG. Swing over to Towns. Towns tries a 3. Oh, it's a brick. Brunson gets it back. Go up and one! Big body Brunson and 1. Knicks trail by 5. Brunson's going to the line. What a play there. Hell of a job. Yeah, they screaming MVP right now. Jalen Brunson at the line. Another free throw. Gets that to fall here. Knicks trail by 4. I've already finished the hard lemonade. All right, here we go. Dribble handoff over to Vassell. De'Aaron Fox, top of the key, tries an alley-oop over to Wimby. Wimby gets it to fall regardless. He's now got a 30 ball. Hey, Wimby's playing basketball. Let's go. Under 6 minutes left to play. We're past the midway point of the game. Put up a shut-up time right now for San Antonio. Knicks, it's time to be a hero and close this sumbitch out so you can take a commanding 3-0 lead. Oh, good hands right there from Fox. Yeah, Brunson got to throw that ball away. Good pressure right there from Vassell. They're going to say it's on Brunson. Oh, wait. Mitchell Robinson said it's clearly out of bounds on him. What the fuck? He's saying, yo, should we review it? He said, should we review? Oh, no, wait. I think they're going to go and they're going to. Are they going to sub it? Yo, first off, that dude with the big-ass fucking chain, what kind of hat is that? Wait, what's going on? What is going on right now? I'm so confused. What the fuck is going on right now? How the hell did you... The referee was still disputing with the bench. How the fuck did they get an inbound? This dude got diamonds on his Knicks hat? What's going on? Wouldn't that be a technical foul on San Antonio if Harper walked in and didn't get approval? You can't just walk into the fucking game. Is that not a technical foul on the Spurs and then that would automatic free throw? You can't just walk onto the fucking floor. I'm so confused right now, bro. I'm so confused right now. We saw Harper walk onto the floor, though. The ball was in play. Shamet tries a wide open three, no good. Rebound Champagne. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. I don't understand how the fuck the referees did not get that right. Fox dribble penetration, jumper, no good. Rebound by Brunson, back the other way. Wimby wanted an offensive foul, or I should say a foul. It's not going to happen. Brunson dribbled right into the arms of Champagne. Yo, calm y'all asses down. They got to slow it down, bro. They doing too much right now. All right, here we go. Wembanyama swing, spin inside. He's going to get fouled, and he's going to the line. That literally made no sense. That literally made no sense. Because I'll tell you this right now. Let's say the officials were still discussing. Harper walked onto the court. He walked onto the court without approval from the bench there for the substitution. That's an automatic technical foul. That's an automatic technical foul, bro. That should have been free throw for the Knicks. That's crazy. How the hell you not even going to acknowledge that? They're like, oh, wait, no, I must. And they inbounded the ball. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. And like we were discussing earlier in the series, or I should say earlier in the game, when we made it to halftime, y'all asked me, yo, who do I think, the referees have been favoring? They have been favoring the Spurs. Game 2, I don't want to say it was egregious, but it was bad, right? Game 1, it favored the Spurs as well. Game 3, bro, this is bad, son. What are we doing? You're not even going to acknowledge that shit? Come on, son. Wembanyama jumper gets it to fall. I shouldn't say jumper. Free throw gets that one to fall. It's an 8-point game right now. San Antonio in front has complete control. Here comes Brunson. Pull up. Can't get it to fall. Rebound there from Wemby. That should be rebound number 9 for Wembanyama. 8. Here we go. You can play half-court basketball here because remember, you're in the bonus. You have leverage. You don't got to do nothing crazy. I love the fact that Wembanyama's staying inside. Harper got to relax, but that's a good penetration inside right there. It's still going to remain Spurs basketball. The Spurs got into the bonus with like 8:19 on the clock right here. Play from inside out. I said this the moment they got into the bonus. Play from the inside out. Wembanyama should not be anywhere near the fucking perimeter. Another timeout. Another timeout. 3 timeouts apiece for both the squads. Once we get to the 2 minutes, they're going to cut another fucking timeout. Pardon me, with 3 minutes, they're going to cut another timeout. So we're probably going to get another television timeout within the next 90 seconds. Think about it. Brunson is what Harden should have been. They're 2 different play styles, but in the clutch, yes. Brunson is incredibly clutch when it matters. Harden, unfortunately, not so much. If San Antonio wins this and the next one, Knicks fans are going to be unbearable complaining. Yeah, they will be, and it will be warranted because the officiating has been bad. The officiating has been bad. And there's no denying that. But I just don't understand that call. I should say the lack of call. You don't even acknowledge the fact that man's just walked onto the floor is crazy to me. Oh, yeah, they're winning that. That's off the hands of Harper. That's off the hands of Harper. They're going to win that challenge. Where did I put my other phone? They're going to win that challenge. Where did I put the other phone? Mine Genjutsu? Oh, it's over here. Leo said this some bullshit. You can't understand how Harden chokes in the playoffs. Some people is just the lights is too bright. They're not built for it.
Review.
New York out of challenges here. 4:25 on the clock here. In the second half, Wembanyama's had 17 points. The Spurs have outscored the Knicks by 15. San Antonio came to play here in this final period, man. They came to play. All right, but we've seen the Knicks do quick runs here. We've seen them do quick runs in this game, let alone in this series at that. Let's see if the Spurs can hold. All right, Josh Hart, top of the key, on the floor right now. It is, oh, good pass inside. Shamet outside, OG. Cat still hasn't hit a three all game. Swing over to Shamet. Shamet's not going to take the three. Goes for the layup. What a denial by that goddamn Titan. Wembanyama, again. Aaron Yeager with the block. On the floor, it's Fox, Harper, Wemby, Castle, and Vassell. Meanwhile, for New York, it's Brunson, Shamet, Towns, OG, and Hart. What an offensive rebound. Pass over to Wemby. Layup is no good. He smoked it. Oh, you got to make that. Brunson's going to go to the cup. He's probably going to get fouled. Yep, he gets fouled and goes to the line. Wemby's got to make that shot. Wemby has to make that shot. Oh, my God. Wemby has to make that shot. That is absolutely devastating. Wemby has to make that shot, bro. You can't miss there. You absolutely cannot miss there. Wemby has to make that damn layup on the other end of the floor. You have to make that, bro. Because that's back-breaking. Now you got 2 free throws here for Brunson. First free throw gets it to fall. Jeez, man. And he got a good look at the basket, too. You 7-5. You got to make that happen. Well, 7-4. Here comes another television timeout. You already know we're going to get 2 before the 3-minute period. We're going to get 2 before the 3-minute period. This is ridiculous, bro. This fourth quarter, I think we had more commercials in this fourth quarter than we have in the third period. This is ridiculously long fucking fourth quarter. He should have dunked it. Now, I think he was losing air. He was already coming down, so it would have been difficult to dunk, but you got to at least, you got to make that there, bro. That's brutal. This quarter's taking 30 minutes. It feels like it has. This is a very long fourth quarter. That's brutal. Damn you, Tony Khan. Oh, wait. I got to change the fucking... This shit was timed out at 10. I'm wilding. All right. Damn, they got to watch. Wait, they got a watch party in Williamsburg? I know anybody out there? Hold on, wait a minute. Let me go back because they shooting free throws right now. I know anybody out there? Fuck, I can't go back. They got a watch party in Williamsburg? See if I know some people out there. See if I recognize anybody. All right, here we go. San Antonio got the basketball. Castle swing over to, I don't know what the fuck. Oh, Fox just traveled. Fox traveled. He picked his pivot up. He picked his pivot up. It don't matter. It's Knicks basketball. He picked his fucking pivot up, bro. That's ridiculous. Why would you even pick your dribble up? I don't understand what the hell they doing, bro. How many times have we seen these motherfuckers pick up their dribble for no fucking reason? That's going to lose you the basketball game. Jalen Brunson picks up his dribble for no reason. Again, now it's him and Wembanyama, one-on-one, top of the key. Bridges, swing over to Towns. First three-pointer to fall. Nope. He still can't hit a fucking three. Towns is 0 of 3 now from 3. Or 0 of 2. Nobody's hit a 3 in this fourth quarter. Both teams haven't hit a three in this fourth quarter. Oh, Vassell wide open. Another brick. Another brick. And you don't need a three right there. You can take one dribble in. This is why I hate today's brand of basketball, bro. Motherfuckers be afraid to just take the long two, son. Take a dribble in. Pull up right there, bro. What the fuck you so afraid to take a long two? Oh, good fucking pump fake there from Brunson. Great defense from Castle. Oh, what another block there from Fox. Spectacular defense from San Antonio down the stretch. 2:28 on the clock. 4.7 on the shot clock. Spectacular fucking possession right there from San Antonio on defense. Castle with a block with the left hand. Towns thought he had a shot at the basket, and then fucking Fox with a great block right there to deny Towns. Towns inside. Another block. Another block by Fox. Towns wanted to foul, but they out of challenges. They can't even challenge. It don't even matter. They're gonna let them play down here, down the stretch. They're gonna let them play. They're gonna let him play. Let me see if he actually got fouled. Oh damn, you can't even see it. Brunson's gonna have to. Oh, that's a good look for Brunson. That's a good look for Brunson. He's got it. He's got it. Hell of a fucking shot right there from Brunson. 4-point game. 2:18 on the clock. Everybody on their feet in the Garden. Brunson's got 29. He's 10 of 14, 5 assists. Here we go. Stephon Castle. Shot and it falls. 150 on the clock here. Here comes Brunson. 7-point lead right now for San Antonio. That's the first three to fall in this quarter for either team. That was a terrible shot, and it fell for Castle. Here we go. Swing to the corner. Bridges needs his first three. No, not going to get it. Another brick. Under 90 seconds left to go here. San Antonio in the bonus. They should play from the inside out, but you can take your time here. High key, you can take your time here. This is a 3-possession game right now. You don't need to force the issue, but you can take your time here. They're going to put the ball in the hands of Castle. Top of the key right now. You can take your time. You don't got to rush it. You don't got to rush it. Castle, swing over to, oh, there's Harper wide open. That's a good look for three. He bricked it. Rebound by Hart. Back the other way comes New York. Anunoby charging to the paint. He got fouled. Wembanyama now has, he wants a challenge, but I wouldn't challenge that. I'd let him go to the line. I wouldn't challenge that if I'm San Antonio. How many fouls is that on Wembanyama? 3? 3 fouls on Wembanyama. 3 fouls on Wembanyama. Bridges needs to watch himself in New York. It's been a bad game. Yeah, he hasn't been aggressive at all, bro. He had them 2 fouls early. He didn't play until like 8 minutes there into the second quarter when he finally came back, but he hasn't been aggressive. Like, he showed up heavily in game 2. He's a ghost in game 3. Josh Hart gave you quality buckets, and then in the fourth quarter, he can't hit a shot to save his life. The Knicks cannot connect from 3 at all, bro. OG only able to get you one, one of the free throws here. 111, 105. San Antonio, oh, they're going to pick him up 94 feet. They're going to pick him up 94 feet. Here comes the trap. De'Aaron Fox, one of the fastest players in the league. You got to be smart here. You're trailing, or I should say you're leading by 6. You got to be smart here. You got to be smart here. You cannot turn the basketball over. Fox driving inside, kick over to the corner. Harper, 3. Another brick. You got to have that. You cannot miss in those situations, bro. You got to have that. Brunson, step back, tries a 3. Bang! 33.3 left to go. Knicks trail by 3. What a shot. What a shot by Brunson. 3-point game, and now San Antonio. Hey, listen, you can't just hold now. You have to score. You have to score. This is it. You got to get a basket. Wemby, go get the ball. Wemby, go get the ball. You're the guy. Wemby, go get the ball. Fox says, fuck it, I'm going to do it myself. He's got it. Fox got it. 12.2 left to play. 5-point game. What a shot by De'Aaron Fox. What a shot by De'Aaron Fox. Oh, my word. What a shot by De'Aaron Fox. 12.2 left to play. Jalen Brunson, ice in his veins, walks him down, pulls up from 3. But De'Aaron Fox, despite the fact Wemby couldn't get off of Karl Anthony Towns, De'Aaron Fox able to go dribble, penetrate, get himself the jumper, get it to fall. 5-point game, 12.2 left to go. Fox pulled up, man. Hey, listen, say what you want about the Spurs, primarily about De'Aaron Fox and his lack of efficiency, but bro, he showed up, man. He showed up. When you needed somebody to get you a bucket, De'Aaron Fox showed up, bro. De'Aaron Fox showed up, but guess what? Game is not finished just yet. Game is not finished just yet. I know it's a 5-point game with 12.2 left to play, but this game is not over just yet. I'll tell you that right now. Crazier things have happened. You can come straight out the inbound as the Knicks just saw their first three, connect in the quarter. Crazier things have happened. Jalen Brunson can mess around, get an inbound, put it in a three. It could be Landry Shamet. It could be not Mitchell Robinson. I'll tell you that right now. Mitchell Robinson hit a three. Hell is freezing over. But it could be Josh Hart. It could be Karl Towns. Big Zest, Big Purr, Loose Wrist, Karl Anthony Towns. It could be a number of different people put in a three, force the Spurs to go to the line because they're going to have to foul in that situation. They mess around, miss one, make one, and then you get another three to tie to go to overtime. Crazier things have happened. But they need to execute here. They miss on this inbound, the game's over. They miss on the inbound, this game is over. But they got to be able to score here. Here we go. They're going to have the ball at half court. Inbound coming right now. I know I'm behind, so I'm not going to look at any of the scores. I ain't even going to look at the chat. All right, so here we go. We got 12.2 left to go here in this game. Vassell checks in. On the floor for San Antonio, it's Harper, Vassell, Fox, Wemby, and Castle. Inbound to OG. OG just throws up a prayer. Bang! He gets it to fall. What I tell you? OG, somebody could throw up a prayer. They got it to fall 3 seconds. New York cuts the deficit down to 2. All right. What do you know? What a shot. They missed all of their threes, and now their last 2 attempts are good. OG threw up a fucking prayer, and it fell. What a fucking shot. You couldn't ask for better defense. Because why would you jump and risk a foul? You couldn't ask for better defense. What a fucking shot there from OG. Oh, my Lord. What a shot. What a shot. That's a hell of a fucking shot right there from OG. Now you got it. Now you just go out there, you foul, and you got to hope they miss one.
_LGND is now following.
You got to hope they miss one. And you got to hope they don't turn it over. Because remember, Wemby threw the game away in game 2. Wemby threw the game away in game 2. You got to hope you don't mess around and foul. You got to be smart here. You got to be smart here. You got to be smart here. Don't turn the basketball over. I'll tell you that right now. Don't turn the basketball over under any circumstance. You cannot turn the basketball over here. Both teams are in the bonus right now. I thought somebody had a foul to give. I guess not. All right. 9.3 here. You better not fucking turn that ball over. I'll tell you that right now. If you got to throw the ball into the backcourt, you have the benefit to go and do that. De'Aaron Fox, fastest player in the league. You better get him the ball. All right, back over to Castle. Castle going to get fouled right there. There's the foul to give. Well, I should say not the foul to give. They're just going to send him to the free throw line. He knocks down 2. You could put this game not necessarily out of reach, but you certainly put a whole lot of pressure on New York. Castle, who literally hadn't really showed up here in the second half, but hit that damn dream of a 3 to finally get his first bucket of the second half after 18 points in the first half. He got to make 2 free throws here. The Garden is on fire. Castle's first attempt. It's good. 3-point game right now, 6.8 left to play. San Antonio and New York both have 1 timeout apiece. You got to hit. You got to hit. If you're Castle, you got to hit. Mitchell Robinson coming into this game for added rebound support inside. All right, Castle, opportunity to put this game out, not out of reach, but make it difficult for him. You got to make this. He put in both, forced the timeout. Great shot right there from the free throw line. San Antonio's got an opportunity. It's a 4-point game. Now you just got to make sure you don't foul. New York's going to have to score here. All the pressure on New York coming out of the timeout right now. That's a hard free throw to make. You're whoa, 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 wave face killer. You want to pop in every time. You always jump in here and talk about game done, game done, game done. At least this time around, you decide to show up game done when the game is essentially 99% complete, right? I'll never forget your dumb ass against the damn Chiefs versus the Bills. When I said, hey, everybody relax, there's a whole lot of time remaining. Yo, at done, game done, game done, game done. I will never forget your account name. I will never forget your account name. Anytime I see a wave, somebody face, or somebody right killer, I think of you. Talk about game done. Game never over until it's over. Although it does appear that it seems very favorable for San Antonio right now, but we got to see what's going to transpire from here. All right. I never forget. Listen, I'm very active with my doggone community. Some people, they mess around, they have them live streams where they have their chat going crazy, albeit you got large numbers. It's very difficult to mess around and track, but that's neither here nor there. I remember names. I remember moments. Albeit it's been, what, 4 years since then? I never forgot. Actually, no, it's been 5 years. All right, here we go, 6.8. What do you got? New York, you need to score. You don't score here, game's done. And the Spurs get a victory. My mayor is Muslim. My bagels are Jewish. My Christian's Dior. Knicks in 4. Bridges for 3. No good. Ball out of boots. Hey, they out of time now. That's it. They out of time now. It's 2.1. It may be Knicks basketball, but that's it. That's it. They're not going to have enough time. They're not going to have enough time. Even if they knock down a 3, they're not going to have enough time. The Spurs are going to win this game, ladies and gentlemen. The Spurs are going to win this game. It's 2.1 on the clock, but it's going to be it. It don't even matter. OG's corner 3 doesn't even matter if it goes in or not. That's it. The Spurs got a victory on the road in MSG. Incredibly hostile environment, and the fucking Titan shows up big time. He didn't really do too much there in the first half, but he shows up there in the second. Behind a 32-point performance, Victor Wembanyama leads his San Antonio Spurs to a victory over inside of New York. Hell of a goddamn job. The Spurs take game 3 and end the Knicks' hopes of a sweep. Zuko said, blame it on Bridges. He only had 2 points. I can't blame the entire game on Bridges. He wasn't as aggressive, but I will say this much. San Antonio came to play in that third quarter. The Knicks dominated in the second. In the third, San Antonio showed the fuck up and showed out. It's that third quarter. They showed up and they showed out. They showed up and they showed out. Hell of a fucking performance right there. Way to fight back. Great performances across the board. That first half from Stephon Castle, spectacular. Champagne finally started hitting threes in the second half. In the first 2 games, he was magnificent in the first two quarters. Game 1, he had 15. Game 2, what he had, like 9 in the first quarter, all on threes. I think he only hit 2 threes in the first quarter, the first half of the of game 2. One way or another, he finally started hitting shots there in the second half in this particular game as well. Great Cornet minutes as well. Good job from the San Antonio Spurs. They got the job done, and they force at least there to be a game 5. Hell of a job. Hell of a job. Hell of a job. That's how you close it out. That third quarter was a difference maker. They did a hell of a job right there. That third quarter was a difference maker. And the Knicks get a loss at home as the Spurs shock the New York faithful. Take a look at around the city. As for the Knicks this time around, you're already at Penn Station. Do yourself a favor right now. I want you to walk about 20 blocks over to Union Square, and then take out your favorite form of payment, whether that be the Omni or your credit card, and get aboard the L train. Because
You lose.
you thought you was gonna get a sweep? Failure. What are you eating for dinner?
Fresh hot ales. 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 Fresh hot ales.
Fresh hot ale. Somebody get him, day lemons.
It's over. You lose. It's over. You lose.
Pain. Bachland said 7,500 average ticket to see your team lose at home. RIP. Ain't that the truth? I'd have been mad as hell if I went to game 3 and I was a Knicks fan and the squad just messed around and lost. And when it mattered most, they played like the Penguinator. 12-game win streak is snapped. No longer do you not taste defeat. What was it, 46 days since the Knicks last lost? Now you lose. Put their hands on their shoulder. Because the Spurs got the
After I get that W. Dun, 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 dun.
victory for San Antonio in game 4 Wednesday evening. The pressure is on New York because you cannot afford to lose that game and allow San Antonio to build momentum going back home to Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I appreciate y'all tuning into the doggone stream. The New York Knicks fall for the first time in a month and a half as San Antonio cuts the series deficit down to 1 game as they get their very first victory of the season. There will be no sweep in New York, but there will be a game 4, and we'll see what the game plan for game 4 just so happens to be, whether I'm streaming from HQ or if I'm in the streets of New York. One way or another, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you tuning into the doggone stream. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Dr. Umar, don't take us out, but let us know.
Some of them going to sleep for good.
Eddie, take us out. Y'all have yourselves a good night.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.